gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
A second. There it is. All right, guys. Welcome to our Thirsty Thursday, the inaugural sports show of Another Shot podcast. With you, as always, I'm Bill.
Steve.
And then joining us tonight, he's going to be one of our co-hosts. That'll be another Steve. We're trying to figure out. So we got Steve on screen and Steven beside me. And we should be joined our arch nemesis with the Nonsensical Network. And that will be the Glick, wherever he's at. He just sent a chat letting me
Riley.
Yeah. He says amateurs. What can I say? We're top-seeded amateurs. But as always, we'll kick the night off by if you're in the Mercer County or surrounding county areas and you own a diesel, want to own a diesel, you have a diesel broke down, you got a question about diesel, any and all things that has to do diesel, check out Steve's Diesel Shop. There's another Steve. Steve's Diesel Shop.
It's the hot thing, man.
LLC. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, I'm sure all the different, platforms. The number is 724-269-0477. When you make that phone call, you'll get the sweetest girl in the world answering the phone, and she'll put you on the telephone with somebody that will get you back on the road or answering any all questions. Diesel, Steve's Diesel Shop. Just look for the emblem you see on your screen. Sports, everybody's favorite thing.
Football, especially.
Football is back, and we've been chomping at the bit to do this.
It's a football.
So, without further ado,
Let's get ready to rumble! Let's get ready to rumble!
there goes that whole amateur again.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Enough with it. I keep forgetting to put the loop or take the loop off. So, that all being said,
Oh.
I say we get out. Apparently we're a little behind, obviously,
Yeah.
and we have a game underway already.
Not yet.
Oh, we don't?
No, I don't
No,
know
not-
when football starts for what? 8:20, something like
Eight.
that.
No,
Yeah,
Thursday night
8:20.
football.
Oh shit, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Yeah,
Is
I
it
think
not a
it's-
college game tonight?
Yeah, we got App State and Georgia State kicking off here at 7:30.
Any takers on that one, or do we leave that one be?
App State's good, and they're sitting at a 63 something total. So if you like touchdowns, it's probably a good game to watch. Sitting at 63. Both teams like to throw the ball, and they don't like to play defense. They don't. They don't. Like whoever scores more scores faster.
Oh, we're about to get real. Let's welcome to the stage. He's just in time for the first question from the Nonsensical Network, the Glick. Can you hear us? Are you there?
About time you guys
Wow.
get some real talent up in here.
Wow. That dramatic pause was just. Oh, you clicked off already. Wow.
Well then,
That was quick.
My pen has got off.
He did literally just pop in. Oh, he's back. Oh, nope, that'd be Katrina. And we got the Glick. So everybody's coming on. There he is. You good now, brother?
As I was saying, Yeah, I'm good.
As always.
Got some real talent on here for a change. Not all you amateur jobbers that want to be Wish Timu version of Nonsensical Network. Your Wish and your boys
Person that just
Timu over
literally
there.
stole your line from last night.
Take the old
Much like your guys' teams are a Wish and Timu teams want to be NFL teams. You guys can't find the end zone to save your life, and they lost to the Falcons and Kirk Cousins.
Man,
We're going to jump right into it, obviously.
I'm still not sleeping.
And you
right.
should have lost to the Green Bay Packers if it wasn't for that crappy field. That was a terrible field, man. I'm glad nobody got hurt out in Brazil.
Oh, they're slipping and sliding. Yeah.
I wouldn't be so
That
worried
was
about the
gross.
slipping and sliding as I would be the stabbing and the shooting.
Yeah, I'm just not happy right now. Watching the Commanders, especially first.
All their criminals are over here in the United States now. They don't have to worry about that in Brazil.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We've already crossed that bridge.
What's going on, everybody?
So we were already talking about we have App State and Georgia. Is it Georgia State?
Georgia State, yeah, playing tonight.
Okay. That belt comes home with us tonight. So we're jumping right into it with App State, Georgia State. Let's start with old Steve-O up there in the corner. Who do you like in that one tonight?
Well, that's not. Man, we got. Hold on here.
Yeah, I was gonna say turn your volume down. I've done that many
Massive
times.
echo.
Yeah, like I said, that's in at a 63 total, man. I think App State's laying 7.5 points. It seems like there's going to be points. There's going to be points.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, oh yeah, you're good.
All right.
Conference always shows up.
I think I'm going to go with. I think I'm going to go with South Alabama.
Really?
South Alabama? I
Yeah,
thought?
he's right. South Alabama. Yeah.
Oh, way to go, buddy.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, wait a minute. How much is the other Steve had to drink tonight? Because I could have sworn he said Georgia State and App State.
You know what the sad part is? He's looking at his phone too.
I'm looking at it. Yeah, South Alabama. Yeah, 62.5. App State laying 8. So Steve's probably he'd be taking the 8 with the Cougs.
Ugh. I personally like App State. Honestly,
I don't like it by a touchdown though.
I like them by 5.
Yeah, so you'd probably.
I think I agree. It's going to be a high scoring. Champ, what you got?
Does anybody really care about this game?
And we're just throwing it out there because it's on right now.
I'm gonna. We're talking Appalachian State, right?
Yeah.
the Mountaineers.
Fuck them guys.
It's the only game on a college game on.
I'll go.
College.
Yeah, I don't really follow the smaller schools. I know App State's usually pretty good. I'll roll with App State, even though I have a severe disdain for them because once upon a time they beat my boys.
That was right. That's what earned them the moniker the Giant Killers.
I just like that.
Yeah.
63. I think that's a fun game. If you like touchdowns, I think that's a good game to watch.
Katrina, you waging in on that?
You can probably.
Katrina? There she
Sorry, I
is.
hit unmute.
It's the first show where we're getting all the glitches out.
All right, let's hit
Yeah,
a
we're
few
working from
NFL
2 different
games.
devices tonight. So
All right, so before we jump into the game,
What about her? She
Oh.
handle her?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, App State.
Okay, so you got to pick either Appalachian State or South Alabama.
actually,
South
I'm gonna
Alabama.
go against my husband on this one. I'm going to go App State.
So basically, the rule of thumb tonight, or the App State's going to win out by popular demand on our end.
Because nobody gives a fuck about Georgia Southern
Eh.
or South Alabama.
Jesus God, you can't figure this out. All right, jump right into it. Tonight's game.
Let me go down the standings here. All right, at the American Conference, because there's a bunch of teams that are 2-0. There are a bunch of teams that are 0-2. So on the AFC South, the Texans are the only 2-0
Shut
teams.
up.
Titans, Jags, and Colts are all winless. Steelers, congratulations in the AFC North. You guys are finally 2-0 to start the season. The abysmal Browns are 1-1. Somehow Deshaun Watson won a football game. And
It's called finding the end zone.
Yeah, he walked in the end zone. And the Bengals 0-2, and the Ravens are 0-2. Nobody saw that shit. AFC West, Chargers, Chiefs 2-0, followed by the Raiders, who beat up on or came back with Gardner Minshew in Baltimore and beat the fucking Ravens. And then the poor Broncos, led by Sean Payton and Bo Nix. Bo Nix hasn't thrown a touchdown yet this year. He's done 4 interceptions and 0 touchdowns. I believe I heard that today.
With no weapons though either.
No weapons.
He's got nobody to throw to.
He's got nothing. He's not at Oregon anymore. Then we got the Bills 2-0, followed up by the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins, all at 1-1. That's AFC. NFC, somehow the fucking Commanders are in first because they got the most fucking points. 1-1. The fucking Eagles 1-1. The Cowboys. Who the fuck did they
The
lose to?
abysmal Eagles.
Cowboys got mollywopped. Cowboys.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it the Saints?
The Saints, who the Eagles get this week, and then the Giants. I feel so bad for if you're a Giants fan. 0-2. Daniel Jones spends all his time on the fucking ground. I don't think his team likes him. His O-line doesn't like him.
I can't wait to see Myles Garrett get 6 sacks this week against the Giants.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
That's who we're playing.
Oh yeah, I'm playing sacks. Anytime a team's against the Giants, I'm gonna play a couple guys to get sacks.
No, Myles Garrett's going to be. He's going to be the TJ Watt of that game. He's going to tee off on Jones. Well,
be grabbing the other team's defense.
did I hear
Isn't it
though?
the other way around? Isn't it TJ Watt tries to be Myles Garrett? I mean, I'm pretty sure Defensive Player of the Year last year. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Ooh.
TJ Watt wouldn't even be mentioned if he was triple and double teamed every game. And he's the fact that
Wow,
nobody ever's
there's
around
those
him.
micro analytics he wants to try and go by.
Don't listen. To
Hey, I'm just saying,
Did
numbers can be
anybody
numbers,
watch that
but
San
you don't want to
Francisco
talk
game?
numbers.
He
When,
had 3 sacks and 2 strip fumbles against who is supposed to be the best team in the league.
I'm pretty sure when
He
we
went up
played
against one of the
San
best
Francisco
O-lines
last
on
year-
that one, and they couldn't stop him.
He's a beast.
Pretty sure when we played San Francisco last year, Garrett's had a multiple sacks, a fumble, and a touchdown in that game last year against the best team in the NFL.
If the Steelers don't have TJ Watt, they don't win some of these games.
They're like 1 and I
If
think
the
it was
Steelers
like
don't have, if the Steelers don't have Boswell, they're 0-2.
Boswell's one of my best fantasy players.
Offensive MVP Player of the Year, right there.
Oh, yeah, he's going to the dance. All right, NFC West, we got Seahawks 2-0, Cardinals and 49ers 1-1. Cardinals, who they lose to? No, Niners lost to.
Niners got upset over the weekend.
Yeah, I think they lost to Arizona. It was Arizona, I believe, wasn't it?
Was it Arizona or Minnesota?
Minnesota, that's right, Minnesota.
Yeah.
The Sam Darnold show. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got the 0-2 Rams, who have absolutely their entire team on the IR. Vikings in the north, 2-0. Lions, Bears, and Packers all 1-1. And then south, we got the supercharged Saints, who somehow have scored 91 points throughout the first 2 weeks of football. The Baker Mayfield Buccaneers, 2-0. Falcons. We're not going to talk about the fucking Falcons. They're 1-1. And then the Panthers, who are
How'd that game? How'd their record go?
Who-
1-1.
Who that?
Who they lose to? and Who they beat?
Yeah, who did Atlanta beat to get their first win?
Oh,
talk about the biggest meltdown in NFL fucking history.
I think it was the Philadelphia Eagles.
oh, Saquon Barkley's like, that's all we need is Saquon Barkley. We got him.
You know what? We have Vince Price Young for the week.
Oh God, for Andy fucking Dalton.
Unfortunately for Philadelphia, their offense is stacked, but their defense is suspect as hell, especially their secondary.
It looked so bad. Bijan Robinson was having a field day out there.
Honestly, the Eagles. You know who the biggest upset for me right now is? Jalen Hurts is not playing that well.
The second year in a row, he's come out looking like shit.
He really is looking. Of course, then again, Saquon that drop and
Well, his girlfriend Kelsey left him, so he's going through a tough time right now. So,
but
I understand what he's going through.
so we
Yeah, let's get into this Monday night.
Thursday night football.
Thursday night. Patriots. Jacoby Brissett. Jets.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has made it through 2 games so far.
And you know what? I honestly think it's going to be. I think it's going to be tighter than people give it credit for. I think the Jets defense. It's going to be the Jets defense with the Patriots slowly building an offense.
Right, that's what the Patriots do. They ride Ramondre Stevenson. Jacoby Brissett doesn't take sacks either. He does
The
not
Jets
take-
lost one of their linemen.
Yeah. Yeah. It is in the Big Apple. It is in Jersey. Aaron Rodgers on prime time. At the Patriots, they do the same shit as they did last year. They drain the piss out of the clock. This total's at 39.5, which I think is way too fucking high for the way the Patriots are playing. 39.5. I would have to number one lean to the under.
Who's the favorites? If I'm not mistaken, it is
The Jets are
the
heavy
Jets.
favorite, minus 300 on the money line, and they're right now it's
-8, isn't it?
6.5 now.
Is it down to 6.5?
Yeah, I think
It was 8 earlier.
I think they moved the line under a touchdown now.
Ugh.
Laying a whole tutty.
What do you got, Steve-O?
On
What's your
that
take on
game,
this one?
well, the Jets lost one of their defensive ends last week. I think he maybe tore his ACL or MCL or something, but Jeremiah Johnson. But I think the Jets are going to prevail. tonight.
The Jets defense is really good, and the Patriots, they are down to like their 4th and 5th tackles. Their offensive line is extremely depleted. They're in like their 4th string tackles. So I see the Jets bringing pressure and finally getting to Brissett this week.
I love the Jets defense. It's really starting to come on. And their running back is second year in a row now or third year in a row. He's been a beast.
I believe Sauce Gardner's out for this one. I don't think it really matters. Jermaine Johnson's out. CJ Mosley's out. Marco Wilson, nobody gives a fuck about him. And Jawan Bentley, nobody gives a fuck about him. Linebackers, linebackers. Yeah.
I think I initially said the Patriots, but I'm going to have to jump ship on that one. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, guys. I'm going to go over a touchdown, and I'm going to take the Jets.
So you're saying that the Jets are going to cover the 6.5. They're going to win by a tutty.
I believe so. I personally, I think they're going to win by more than a tutty.
That would double your investment. The only one I went on this game, you got any touchdown scores? Everybody's on Brees Hall. But it's like minus 165 on the money line. It's not even worth it. Because Saquon was minus 185. He didn't get in the end zone. So if you would have bet $185 to win 100, you would have been out $185. I got Garrett Wilson tonight. I think Aaron Rodgers finds him. He does not have a touchdown. The only receiving touchdown so far for the Jets, 2 with Alan Lazard last week, because that's Rodgers' boy from Green Bay. Braylon Allen, the rookie, he had a rushing and a receiving touchdown last night. I like him to go over. His line's 24.5 rushing yards. I like to see him go over that, especially if this turn gets ugly. And then, they're the only receiving touchdowns. Everything else is on the ground. They're not putting up a shit ton of points in Jersey either. They're just barely winning games, same as the Patriots. I see this as a ground pound, man. Running backs, Ramondre Stevenson, Braylon Allen. I'll take the Jets, and I'll probably lay that touchdown too.
You like that?
Yeah, I think their defense is probably going to score a touchdown them day themselves.
We got 3 for the Jets, 2 of us by touchdowns. Glick,
Oh, I guess I'll lone wolf this one. The Jets, I'm
Aha.
unimpressed with. I'm not buying the hype behind the Jets. I think much respect to Aaron Rodgers. He's had a fantastic career, but he's going to fall under the Jets curse, and his career, much like Brett Favre's, is going to be tarnished because he's going to have that ugly, disgusting, gross New York Jets blemish on it. And the Patriots are going to win it, as much as I hate to say it, and they're going to win it behind tight end Hunter Henry. With
Nice
2
call. I forgot to
touchdowns.
make that connection. You have both Favre
2
and
touchdowns
Rodgers
tonight.
now by 2.
No, Hunter Henry's going to get 2 touchdowns. Well, they might win by 2.
Ooh, 2
But I'm going to call
Mm.
tight end Hunter Henry for 2 tutties. He's been lighting it up. Last week, he was an absolute force to be reckoned with. He had a quiet week 1, but him and Jacoby Brissett seem to have a nice little chemistry, and I happen to know from watching Jacoby play in Cleveland, much like Steve and Bill, other reasons, Jacoby loves a nice tight end.
Oh, how did you know?
So yeah, I think the Patriots are going to take them, and it's going
Rick's
to.
pissed off because he still smells you in his beard.
Yeah.
That was months ago too. I can't wash the whole off.
And we've got Bobby Joe. We got one of our audience members saying Patriots, and of course, I love my sister. Even though we're not talking about that game, she's still saying go Chiefs.
Bobby loves her 49.
Nobody likes the
Yeah.
Chiefs except for special needs people.
Katie said, my wife said the Jets too.
Jets. Everybody loves the Chiefs, even especially the refs.
So, Steve-O up there is going to be keeping a tally. So we're going to see who's all prediction, much like everybody does.
Wow.
We're-
Hunter Henry to get 2 touchdowns plus 4,500.
Steve, what's your take on betting for this one? How would you go? How would you take?
Me? Oh, I took a Garrett Wilson touchdown. I'm a dumbass. he ain't going in. Aaron Rodgers don't like him. He ain't getting in there. I took it just because I'm a dumbass.
All right.
Hunter Henry, 2 touchdowns plus 4,500.
So we got Glick with the Patriots, and we got myself, Steve, and Katrina with the Jets. All right. So that being said, Steve, what do we got college-wise looking up for Saturday?
You want to jump in college or-
College-wise, let's see here. I got
It's Saturday, so we'll just go in order.
actually Friday night. Friday
Yeah, that's a
night.
good one.
I think we're going to do the maybe I was thinking about talking to you guys. Maybe we should do maybe the top 25 each week and pick
Yeah,
the
that's
winners
good.
of
Keep
those
it the big
games.
names. Keep it the ones people actually
That's
give a
I
fuck
like it.
about.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, it's number 24 Illinois versus number 22 Nebraska.
Oof.
Yeah. Both 3-0. Both 3-0. Illinois is catching 7.5 on the road in Nebraska
Ooh,
with an NFL total of 42.
really?
Yeah.
So even though all they have is that one upset win over Notre Dame,
In Northern Illinois?
yes.
Yeah.
Whereas Nebraska has actually been going in there and I think they've had all 3 of their games or 2 of their games have been credible, haven't they?
And Nebraska hasn't fucking played anybody. They played Northern Iowa. They
Okay.
beat them 34-3. They went out there, saw Dion, Colorado.
Destroyed Colorado.
Their defense is dog shit. 20,
Neither one of the
28
teams.
points on a Colorado defense, and then UTEP. They beat University of Texas El Paso 40-7. That team's miserable too. They played all bad defenses, and they haven't mustered more than 40 points. Yeah, that's Nebraska.
Glick.
And Illinois. Have you watched any Illinois?
little bit.
Illinois has only played Eastern Illinois, Central Michigan, and Kansas. And let's be honest, I think Kansas is severely overrated, being 19.
Oh, Kansas is terrible. They wouldn't be rated if they weren't Kansas.
So it's Illinois, not
Yeah.
Northern Illinois. That was my fault then.
Yeah, Illinois.
Yeah, it's a straight.
Okay, that was
Also,
my fault.
I wouldn't call a victory over Notre Dame an upset. They prove year in and year out that they are so overrated and so overhyped, just to fall on their faces.
I'm not a fan of their quarterback this year at all.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from Kentucky. No, he's from Duke. Came from Duke. Riley Leonard.
I have to, as much as I am a Notre Dame fan, I have to agree with you on that one. Especially this year, highly overrated. I think they were ranked too high. In this particular game, though,
This total is only at 42, and Illinois is laying a whole touchdown. So what the books are saying is that this is not going to be a shootout. I don't see how Illinois does not cover at least 7.5. On the road, I'll keep Illinois with them a touchdown. I think they've played the better teams, and 42, I think it's close. Or maybe Illinois outright.
click. Who you taking?
Well, the Huskers are going to husk, baby. Nebraska all day.
You going with a spread on that one?
Man, I don't know nothing about no spreads and numbers and gambling and betting and all that. I just watch the games and pick the winners.
Just going with a team? Works.
Yeah, man. I just pick the winners.
Yep, that's what I'm doing too. I'm just gonna pick
I like
winners.
it. Steve's placing his bets for everybody.
I'm not a degenerate gambler like some people in the room. I won't mention any names.
I'm a numbers
Says-
guy. I'm a numbers guy.
I like my DraftKings where I can build a fantasy team every week. That's about as much as I get into the gambling.
Steve-O, who you going with, brother?
I'm gonna go with Nebraska.
Another Huskers.
And I'm following suit. I say I think it's going to be close, but I think if I was to bet on it, I'm going to say Nebraska by 4.
I'm taking Illinois straight up in an upset on the road in Nebraska.
So, woo.
I'm taking the upset.
No, Bobby,
There's
I
the
said
lone-
only special people like the Chiefs. Special people like the Chiefs.
Oh, she's special, all right.
I've seen.
You got who else you got there on Saturday, Steve? I'm liking this Clemson game at 21.
Let's see here. Yeah. I have like 18 games listed because those are the top 25.
Yeah, let's do it.
Marshall versus Ohio State.
I'll tell you.
I'm gonna tell you there's a given right there. I want to
Yeah.
meet the person that says Marshall upsets Ohio State.
I'll tell you right now, Ohio
We are
State's
Marshall.
40.
We are Marshall. We are Marshall without Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, 40-point fucking favorite. Holy smokes, that's gonna be a beatdown in the shoe at the show. I think they're gonna make Marshall wanna go home on the bus.
I just say go ahead and go across the board. I don't think there's any one of us that's going to say Marshall.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beatdown. It's gonna be
That's
I would love for it to be Marshall, but unfortunately, it's
I love underdog wins. And especially Ohio State. I hate Ohio State. We get some of the best players in the NFL, I think, from Ohio State,
Are you smoking crack?
and the Steelers absolutely love taking Ohio State players.
I think he's smoking crack.
I am a Michigan guy. I don't like Ohio State either, but
Oh,
I'm married.
shit.
But I'm married. I'm married to an Ohio State fan.
Wait
I would
till
divorce
Michigan plays Penn State, then we're all going to have some fun.
I'd throw her in a ditch somewhere if I was you.
What do we got next?
Kent State and Penn State.
Did you just see what happened to Kent State when they played Tennessee? It was like 63-0 at halftime. James
Yeah.
Franklin is such a dickhead. He is going to try to follow suit. Penn State by a lot. Penn
Yeah,
State
I'm
by a
going
lot.
Penn
I'm not
State.
going to say by a lot because I tell you what, they've been struggling. I'm not liking our quarterback in Penn State either.
Oh, he's looking good. He's looking good.
Hey, what game are you? This is also the guy that like he advocated for Kenny Pickett. So I mean,
Drew Allen, yeah, he's getting himself 2-3 tutties a game, man. He's looking good.
dude, I'm a
Ooh,
diehard Penn State
ooh.
fan, and even I'll say that he's Drew. Ugh.
He's a lot
I didn't
better.
I'm
realize
not
you
going to
guys-
say.
He got a lot better.
Ooh,
I'm sure this is going to be
struggle
a
against-
dark one, but I think this will be the another poor massacre for Kent State. Boo.
I'm telling you right now, they're laying 50 points. Penn State or 50-point favorite.
Mm.
That was dark humor, I know.
Where the hell do you think Penn State's
Whoa.
heads are right now if they're just getting beat 73-71 by Tennessee, 63-0?
Yeah, but if you look at Tennessee's last 3 games, they've put up 63, 51, 71. They're just killing everybody they play.
they're
this
the
year,
real
so.
deal.
Dude, they've come out of nowhere too. I
That
mean, they've been
offense.
slowly. I think they finally have a team this year that's really gonna
Yeah.
turn some heads. They're gonna make a play for the SEC.
They were ripping off 63-yard runs like every 4 downs. It was fun to watch.
So yeah, that one's definitely across the boards. Penn State. I can't even go with a number on that one. I'm gonna.
They're only at 50.
Yeah.
South Alabama first one to score.
Oh wow. Update: South Alabama's up.
All right, what do you got there,
7-0.
Steve?
Next, number 11 USC, number 18 Michigan.
Oh man, I've
Woo!
been waiting to talk to you motherfuckers about this one. Only a 5-point favorite is USC. The number is only at 43.5 total points. So, the books and the D-gens out there are expecting this to be close. I saw USC when they played LSU already this season, and USC was impressive. They handed LSU their ass. Michigan, I'm sorry, I am not impressed with anything they're doing. I don't know why they're ranked 18, only because they're 2-1 because they're Michigan. Michigan barely, they're in a rock fight, 28-18 against Ark State. They got throttled by Texas early in the season, 31-12, and Ewers looked like shit. In his first game there with Texas, and then Fresno has a terrible defense, and Michigan only put up 30. Michigan doesn't have a quarterback, in my opinion.
What we do now?
Who's Michigan got now?
Oh,
Well, they
dude,
got rid of that guy.
you're asking the right person for this
Did they
question.
find somebody off the street?
Well, they finally benched that Make-A-Wish motherfucker, Davis Warren, and they put in who should have been starting all year, and that's Alex Orji. Alex Orji will be starting against USC. And nothing against USC. LSU severely overrated. They've struggled against everybody they played against, including 2 weeks ago, Nichols University.
Oh, their defense is terrible. It's non-existent.
So,
Cool.
That victory over LSU, it was a good game. It was a fun game to watch. Not going to lie, I was happy to see the newest members of the Big Ten get a win over the SEC. Anytime the Big Ten beats the SEC, I think this is going to be a much closer game than anybody thinks. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. And I'm gonna, you know what? Even though I don't think they're going to win, I'm going to go with my team. I'm going to go with Michigan.
It's fair enough. I am going the other way with that. I think I don't know enough about your new quarterback. Only what I've seen so far from Michigan. I think I agree though. I think it's going to be close, but not as close as everybody thinks. I'm going to go USC by 5.
Oh yeah. I'll take them. USC has some serious guys out there with some serious speed. Barnes, the quarterback for Utah State last week, ran all over USC though. That's kind of, which I believe Glitz guy here in Michigan, he can run the ball too. I might.
We got the Don. We haven't got to see him yet this season, but we got Donovan Edwards. He can run. I mean, if you watched last season, he had big plays against pretty much everybody we played against, including Alabama and Washington in the national championship. So Don can run. We're going to see a different offense this week than what we've seen the previous 3 weeks, with Alex Orji behind center, and hopefully we can get the defense clicking as well. The defense really hasn't been on point yet. So
Where is the game?
it's
is it
at the
in-
big house?
Ooh,
It's in Michigan, so
Ann Arbor.
they're gonna have the crowd. I don't know. I think Michigan lost a lot, and I think UC is a little bit too quick.
You think?
White Bull
20
up in Michigan.
23 players went to the NFL at the end of last season,
Yeah, they're hurting.
and we
The
lost
one,
our coach.
the one player I was really looking forward to seeing gets hurt in preseason.
Hey, McCarthy.
Right.
McCarthy.
Yeah.
Dude, I was actually really stoked about seeing him, but it is, it is what it is. We'll be getting to the NFL here shortly. Steve,
I'm actually.
who, your mic's muted, homie.
Katie took USC.
Oh, she bet against Michigan.
Yeah, well,
Who you taking?
I'm going Big Blue.
For Michigan, Colston Loveland is the tight end. Probably their best offensive weapon is listed questionable right now, as is Tyler Morris, the receiver.
No, I'm glad you're. Good job. I think it's going to be a close one, but so we're pretty divided evenly on that one.
I'll tell you, if this game was in USC, I got USC in a fucking rout.
I'd never say a route. Doesn't matter where they're playing. What do we got next there, big man?
North Carolina State, number 1, and versus number 21, Clemson.
Love this game. Absolutely love this game. Who do you got, Steve? I'm pretty sure Grayson McCall. He's looked like absolute dog shit for the first 2 weeks. So he's doubtful, undisclosed this week, and so he's not going to be back. NC State, once they brought this kid in, the backup, man, they started moving the ball. Grayson McCall, he's got to be in his 30th year out of Coastal Carolina, but they brought in this Bailey kid, and he was moving the ball. Yeah, 65% throwing. He was running. I mean, he looked good. NC State was out of the game until Grayson McCall finally got hurt. Clemson, though, for me, they look a little rejuvenated. Game is also in Clemson. So some reason the books have Clemson by 19 points, almost laying 3 touchdowns. So they're saying this is a blowout in Clemson's favor.
Well, I haven't liked North Carolina State this year. I've rooted for them twice, and they've let me down twice.
I like him without Grayson McCall. Grayson McCall, he needs, I don't know, go be with his children or some shit like that. He's like fucking 40.
Give me Clemson by 10. I'm telling you, I think Clemson's going to be too much for them. I don't think.
In Clemson, newer quarterback, only getting his second collegiate start here in that atmosphere. I'll take Clemson in a. I can't even tell you by how many points. I just know they're going to win this game.
Speaking of Georgia, what's going on, girl? AJ Georgia Peach is joining us tonight.
AJ Georgia Peach.
So we got 2 Clemson. Glick, what's your take on it, brother?
Oh, give me the Wolfpack.
Ooh.
Give me the Wolfpack.
Straight up.
I think Clemson got smacked in the mouth by Georgia early on. Then they had an easy breezy game against App State. Now we go on ACC. We're gonna call. I'm the Wolfpack all day, man.
I mean, that 51-10 loss to Tennessee. But I'm telling you, I agree with you. I definitely think it's closer than 3 fucking touchdowns because I like this kid Bailey out of North Carolina State, and I don't trust. I still don't trust this quarterback for Clemson. The little guy, what's his name? Klubnik. Klubnik. I'm not a Klubnik fan, man. I don't trust him. I think this game's a lot closer than we think here. But I don't know on the road if North Carolina State can beat him. I'll stick with Clemson.
And my
Steve-O?
wife took Cleveland. I mean Clemson.
No dogs.
Nobody
You just
takes
hit me with the damn
Cleveland.
something.
Nobody takes Cleveland.
Who are you going with, Steve?
I'm going with Clemson.
At home.
All right. So, what is it? The favorite tonight, or for this one is Clemson by majority.
A lot of these games with the ranked teams this week. We have already talked about the two that were ranked versus ranked. That was Friday night, and then the previous game we talked about. Every other one seems like massive ass whoopings this earlier in the season. Ohio State, Marshall, everybody's laying at least 3 tutties. Who do you got next, Steve?
Arkansas State and Iowa State. Iowa State's ranked 20th.
I'm going Iowa State all day on that one.
At home. They're at home.
Yeah,
Again, another 3 tutty favorite.
I think Iowa State's actually been showing a lot of spark the past few years, and I think it's another small school starting to really, make another name.
Well, if you want to compare this to Michigan, Arkansas State did lose to Michigan by only 10 points, 28-18. So I don't think Arkansas State is total dog shit. I don't think they're total dog shit. I don't see an upset. I'll definitely stick Iowa State after watching them in Iowa last weekend play in the brawl. Yeah, I'm Iowa State. Yeah, I think this is their best chance. I don't think they're trying to lose a fucking game. They're not usually ranked. I don't think they're trying to not be ranked. So Iowa State for me.
Steve, who are you going with on this one?
Iowa State. And my wife's going to go with Iowa State also.
They're seventh in the Big 12.
Glick, you going with the pack this time? Or you going lone wolf on this one?
Hey man, just like Glenn Powell and Twisters, I'm calling out the Cyclones. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
I like them.
I like it. Across the board, Iowa State. Ain't no love in Oklahoma.
Ain't no love.
What do we got, big man?
Number 12, Utah versus number 14, Oklahoma State.
Oh, this is another ranked one.
Who are they playing? Oklahoma State and who?
Utah.
Ooh.
Word in today, Cam Rising, another 40-year-old who's, I don't know, he's like glass out there on the field. He's going to be back this week. He's practicing. He's supposed to play this week. Oklahoma State is less than a field goal favorite. The game is in Oklahoma State. No real injury news except AJ Green. He'll be out. The running back, Jalen Pope, wide receiver for OK State. He'll be out. It's going to be a good one. I've been watching a lot of Utah. When Cam Rising went out, the offense really struggled. They leaned a lot on their tight ends. Utah is always breeding good tight ends. That come out fucked up.
Just a little, but I mean,
Utah's got the best.
given the
tight ends
source.
in the business. Yeah, but I mean, look, suggesting this is close as shit. And OK State has been looking really good. Really good with a 45-10 win over Tulsa, 39-31 week against Arkansas, and then they pissed out South Carolina State 44-20. Utah struggled last week against Utah State, and Utah State is dog shit. They struggled against Baylor 23-12. I'm taking Cowboys here.
Oof.
Oklahoma State over Utah, and 2.5. I think Oklahoma State wins this handily. Cam Rising gets hurt again.
Hate to say it, but I use this joke a little bit prematurely, but hey, there ain't no love in Oklahoma. Utah all day. I think Utah. I think it's going to be close, but I'm going to at least go a field goal. Utah upsets Oklahoma State.
All right.
Utah's just, I mean, their offense is good. They got a good quarterback.
Well, this is a serious rivalry.
I like their
third versus sixth in the Big 12. So
I think they're more. I think the Utah's more complete across the board. Glicko, what you got, homie?
You give me Utah. Here comes the U train, baby.
Oh, we got. You know what? Since he did that, we're gonna have to definitely give him the old.
And Oklahoma State
Persist
struggled
enjoyed
against
that one.
Arkansas. Yeah, Oklahoma State struggled against Arkansas. And let's be honest, Arkansas is a pile of shit in the SEC. So
Utah, South Alabama, another touchdown. Holy fuck!
Yep, 14-0 South Alabama right now.
Yeah, the dog is barking.
I've been wrong before.
So yeah, Utah. I don't know, man. If you guys trust Cam Rising not to get hurt, more power to you. I do not. I like them Cowboys.
Steve.
I'm also going to go with Oklahoma State.
Oh, we're divided. With Katrina being the decisive.
You going with Utah or Oklahoma State?
Utah.
She's going with Utah.
There it is.
Books are saying 52 total points. So they're saying there's going to be some scores, but it's going to be tight.
Give us a good one.
A good one? All right, let's see here. There really isn't too many real good ones left, but there is
There's some beatdowns.
number 6 Tennessee versus number 15 Oklahoma.
Oh, that is another good one. Man, they're saying got 8 touchdowns in that one, 56, 57 points. Tennessee laying a touchdown.
Are they
by a touchdown?
Are they in Neyland? Are they in Knoxville?
They're in Oklahoma.
Oh,
I don't know if you watch any of the Oklahoma games. Dylan Gabriel looks like dog shit. He's fucking terrible.
There's a lot of people out there that get on here and
Oh no, wait, they got Arnold, not Gabriel. Jesus, that's Arnold. Yeah, I don't like him at all.
we talked about this earlier. Tennessee. I think Tennessee by a touchdown.
I think Tennessee. They make their way into the top 4 here by putting a whooping on Oklahoma on the road. SEC versus SEC. Give me Tennessee. Ass whooping.
Okay.
But it does have the makings of an upset. So let's throw that out there.
Hey, it's in Oklahoma, man. That's the only reason I think Oklahoma has a chance to even keep this fucking close.
Click.
man, good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Let's go Vols.
I think this is good. I have a feeling this is going to be across the board.
Oklahoma.
It is. Katie took Tennessee also.
They look good.
So I kind of figured it was going to be Tennessee across the boards on that one.
And you know what? They didn't have to play a lot of their starters in the second half last week against Kent State, so that team's more well rested. They're really not struggling with any injuries. Oklahoma's kind of been battling in all their games, so definitely going to go with the more well rested Tennessee. It looks like they're.
Has Tennessee had to play their starters at all this season so far?
I think they did a little bit against NC State, but it didn't take. I thought that game was going to be a lot closer than what it was, and I tell you what, that was an absolute seal clubbing. So, yeah, it looks like we got Tennessee across the boards on that one. What do we got, Steve?
Let's go with UCLA and number 16 LSU.
You know what? UCLA, if you watch any of their games, they are fucking putrid. They are so bad. They're so bad. They're horrible. At LSU laying 22.5. LSU coming off that loss. LSU being ranked only at 16. I think they make a statement here in LSU I think they win this by a lot more than 23. I think it's a statement game. Brian Kelly's probably going to get his guys out there, try to get some padding some stats, and trying to get higher than 16. So yeah, LSU by a ass whooping.
What's the spread on that one?
22.5, 23. So they're saying just over 3 touchdowns.
And they're saying LSU to win.
Yep. Oh, big time. Oh yes. I mean, it's not even a game worth betting because like there's no value on it. It's LSU and they're gonna whoop their ass. UCLA is fucking terrible.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, so we got SEC versus what is it now? The Pac-16 at this point. I mean, my God.
No,
No, the Big
UCLA,
Ten.
put on their big boy pants and they moved up.
UCLA's in the Big Ten now.
Are they Big Ten?
Yeah, but there's like 15
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And LSU second in the SEC. They're probably still licking their wounds after that USC. So I think they go out here and it's a
You
state
taking
win.
UCLA or LSU?
I'm kind of. I you know what? I'm gonna go with my first upset. I'm gonna say UCLA.
UCLA is so fucking bad. They lost 42-13 Indiana. They barely beat Hawaii 16-13, and Hawaii is fucking terrible. And yeah, they only have 2 games under their belt. Yeah.
So they're gonna be rested.
They no, not necessarily because they traveled to Hawaii, so that kind of beat them up. Then they
From California.
then yeah, it's still across the pond. You know, it's a vacation for them boys when they go to Hawaii.
I mean,
They had Indiana at home, and now they're traveling down to Louisiana. UCLA is going to get there. Whooped.
I don't know. I always end up getting these weird feelings. I'm going on a feeling on this one. I've been wrong before. I'll take a loss on this one, but give me UCLA.
Straight up.
Give me UCLA, and I'm gonna say they're give it a field goal. I think they're gonna upset LSU. Honestly,
You're fucking high.
Yeah, we better get it down.
But that's just my opinion.
And I'm gonna take I'm
Who
gonna
are you
take
taking?
UCLA.
Oh,
What? Have
Yep.
you guys not watched these motherfucking UCLA fucking Bruins not play football?
no, but I've also watched LSU look like shit too.
Brian Kelly is such a douchebag coaching LSU. I think he goes out there and he tries to run it up on these boys.
Exactly. He's going to go in there. He's going to try too hard. Those guys are all going to try too hard, thinking this is going to be a walkthrough, and it's not.
What you got, Blitz?
Both teams are ass.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
Not gonna doubt that.
no arguments.
I want to say UCLA, UCLA. Welcome to the bottom of the barrel, the Big Ten. You'll be in good company with Purdue, Northwestern, and Rutgers in Maryland. But it's LSU. And LSU, Geox Tigers.
Ooh.
Brian Kelly's another douchebag coach like James Franklin. And I love that statement, but James Franklin is a douchebag coach. I think if he
Gonna get
has
hurt.
his,
She's gonna scratch
his opportunity to beat a name like UCLA, he's going to do it, and he's going to do it handsomely.
For some reason, it's not popping up again, but Miss Georgia Peach has said, I can't wait to see Alabama and Georgia game. I'm sure that's coming up here down the road. So, here, kitty.
Yeah, trying to get rid of it because my German shepherds are coming in now. I'm trying to get her to go because I know if not, I'm going to get barreled here.
Well, I do have an upset pick. Amongst the ranks. Who do you got next, Steve?
Georgia Tech and Louisville.
Ooh.
Louisville's ranked
Oh,
19th.
I like this one.
I was hoping you were going there.
Georgia Tech already has an upset under their belt, don't they?
Yeah, they fucking whooped somebody up early.
They didn't whoop them, but they ended up coming back and winning against Notre Dame in Ireland.
No, it was Florida State. Florida State, yeah, but Florida State. Let's face it, they're fucking terrible. DJ Uyunglele is
who you
Uyunglele,
advocated for so much. You were so stoked about him, and
and then I watched him play one game, and I was
Ugh.
like, Florida State is fucking terrible.
I'm sure we'll get to Florida State here shortly, but
So I can't back that win because Florida State is that bad, and it was out there in Ireland. I do.
I'm like Louisville in that one.
Oh, Louisville's definitely a 10.5 point favorite. Their quarterback is something else. He's good. He runs. Louisville moves the ball. They have a 3-headed monster.
Yellow Jackets have been
At running back.
they've been surprising the hell out of everybody though. So I like this one. Ooh, that's a close one.
Georgia Tech is a team to produce an upset. They're sitting at 3-1, fourth in the ACC. Louisville is ranked 19. They're sitting 10th in the ACC because it's all jumbled up. They're all tied at 2-0. But yeah, I'm going with Louisville, man. I don't think Georgia Tech can keep up. Louisville all day.
I'm gonna go with Georgia Tech. Their quarterbacks got 962 yards and 6 touchdowns this year already.
Who is it? Are they going with Tyler Schlow? Is that their quarterback? No, he's Louisville.
That's Louisville. It's King.
Oh,
Haynes King.
You know, if Haynes King has a good game, Georgia Tech could win this. I think Louisville. I'll take the home team still. Yep.
Man, so we're divided up. Glick, you going with the quote unquote giant killers right now, or are you liking Louisville?
I got a love for Louisville, man. I got a lot of love for them, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that love going for them. They're gonna smack the taste right out of Georgia's mouth.
Woo! Yellow Jackets
Knock them
are
off
gonna
their
lose
little
their sting.
pedestal. Yeah, knock them off their little pedestal.
And we got AJ Georgia Peach chiming in. She's going Louisville as well. Glick, it's doing it again where she was messaging, it's showing up, but now all of a sudden, I can see it on my phone, but it's not showing up on screen.
Huh.
Like all her messages, and this has happened to us before where everything was going good, and then all of a sudden it just went downhill. I can go back in and check the privacy and make sure that it's still that it didn't like switch on me for whatever reason. No,
yeah,
it's still
make sure
public.
it's still set to. Yeah, make sure it's still set to public. You might have to refresh your feed, maybe.
Well,
The only
I can
time
do
I've
that.
had issues, now I've had issues with it not getting Facebook comments. I noticed it last weekend because I started putting it on my personal Facebook page, and it always goes to the Nonsensical Network Facebook page. I was getting those comments, but I wasn't getting the comments from my personal page. So maybe if it's got multiple pages, you might not get the comments or something like that. But try a refresh and see if that helps anything. Maybe you have to refresh your, because AJ's comments were coming through earlier. I seen her down there earlier.
And now all of a sudden they're just like the last thing that showed up was her Go Dogs, and she said she doesn't like Georgia Tech, and September 28th will be the Alabama Georgia game. So obviously next week we'll be talking about it.
On your end, on our end, down in the chat box, put a chat in here on StreamYard and see what it does. See if it comes up. I don't know how many Facebook pages you guys have it linked to.
We've got it linked to 2 different ones. We got his personal, my personal, and we've got YouTube private message.
Yeah, that might be.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get on here and break down StreamYard for you guys, because I was gonna share it out onto my YouTube or the network YouTube and stuff like that. But you don't have those settings turned on.
I mean, we've talked about this a bunch of times. I mean, we're still new. It might be something on my end, but I mean, I've gone through and I've checked, and I'll type something in real quick just to see. Yeah, I mean it's popping up that I'm on YouTube. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Don't
on
worry about it.
YouTube.
I can keep up with her messages and stuff. What
Got a couple more rankers out there.
I think so. And then after we get through with college, we'll take a short break and
Head up the NFL.
it'll be time to hit the big boys.
Now, what do you got, Steve-O?
Miami, Ohio, and Notre Dame.
That's gonna be a total fucking beatdown.
Ooh.
Yeah, Miami's gonna shit all over Notre Dame. Yeah, I agree. A total beatdown.
That's gonna be.
Dude, you know what? Like I said, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but dude, I do not sleep on Miami of Ohio. They've come. I mean, they come in. They
because
play.
Roethlisberger went there. Calm down.
Oh, it's not just that. I have a soft spot for these smaller teams, these smaller schools, and I love an underdog win. Like I like seeing
conference. In their conference, Miami is a solid football program. Going up against the bigger schools, I think in a couple of years from now with the new playoff system, and obviously they've incorporated, the scholarships and everything being divided equally and everything like that. Maybe 2 years from now, this matchup, I would say Miami. But in 2024, I'm going to go Notre Dame.
I'm not taking an upset on that one. I say Notre Dame on that one.
After Notre Dame got upset, they're out there. They're trying to humiliate people. Yeah, they feel bad. What do you got, Steve?
I'm going with Notre Dame.
Go Irish.
Where's it at? I'm assuming it's in South Bend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna put on a show.
The luck of the Irish.
Yeah, what we got next?
Buffalo versus number 23, Northern Illinois.
The only reason Northern Illinois is 23 is because they beat Notre Dame.
Buffalo's been playing good though.
I seen that shit today. I was like, how the fuck is
Or
Northern
no,
Illinois?
I'm thinking of Memphis. Sorry. Ugh.
The books are saying only a 2-touchdown favorite. The Northern Illinois, second in the MAC. Buffalo, third in the MAC. Man, I like this for my upset of the week here. I'm taking Buffalo.
Wow.
I know I'm taking Buffalo, especially laying 2 touchdowns.
Yes, Deb, we are back.
I'm taking Buffalo.
I think they're going in there with the momentum of the Notre Dame win. I like Northern Illinois in this one.
Yeah, but
I think Buffalo's going to make it a fight, but I think Northern Illinois.
I think Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame. It's like their Super Bowl fucking hangover. I think Buffalo comes in here and surprises them.
Steve with an upset.
Yep.
Quick.
Let's go Buffalo.
I like Buffalo.
It's only because they have the same beard.
I really do. I really like Buffalo here.
Buffalo's copied my beard, them sons of bitches.
Steve, who are you going with, big man?
I'm going with Northern Illinois.
Boy, the bloodshed. I can't wait for this.
Northern Illinois, who's their quarterback? It's not that Rocky kid still, is it?
Northern Illinois' quarterback is Ethan Hampton.
All right, so it's not Rocky What's-His-Nuts who was there for like 8 years.
No.
You got those COVID years, and he used them up. All right, yeah, I'm Buffalo all day.
It should be a good one.
Yeah, Mac.
What are we looking at, big man?
See here, we got. I mean, we can always change this up. Like, if you guys want to do certain divisions, we can do that next week. But with I got 1, 2, about 6 games left.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's set them up.
All right.
These are for all those degenerate gamblers out there.
Vandy versus number 7 Missouri. Missouri is going to beat the piss out of them. Vanderbilt has 0 defense. Missouri under with Cook and all their running backs. Fuck. Books are saying 20 points. I say Missouri wins by fucking 40. Missouri, big time. In Missouri, yep, all day.
Ever since Mizzou's come to the SEC, they've just gotten better every year, I feel. So, yeah, let's go Tigers.
Yeah, I like Missouri.
I like Missouri by two touchdowns. I don't think the Commodores and Nashville just.
Villanova is one of those teams that like randomly upset people, but they only randomly upset people at home. This one's on the road in Missouri, another very, very hostile fucking environment to play at 4:15.
You mean Vanderbilt?
Yeah. No, they're playing in Missouri. Yeah, but
Well, you said Villanova.
same shit. It starts with a V. Yeah, Vanderbilt. Missouri is a very hostile place to play. I think Vanderbilt gets their ass whooped.
Click.
Give me Vandy.
Ooh,
Who did he take?
he took Vandy
He took Vandy. Okay.
in Vanderbilt.
Vandy full of candy.
He's saying hail to the V.
The only reason I could somewhat agree with that is because Vanderbilt did keep it close to Georgia State. Didn't they play Virginia Tech or some shit? They kept it close to Virginia Tech too, but that was week 1. Virginia Tech did look like shit.
They beat Virginia Tech by a touchdown. They smacked the hell out of Acorn State. Not that matters. And they got it close. They lost by 6 against Georgia Tech. So I wouldn't sleep on Vandy. I think Missouri will probably win, but it'll be a much tougher game than expected for Missouri. And I'm gonna lean on Vandy. With the
I like
surprise upset.
SEC. Yep. Okay.
Steve?
I'm going with Missouri.
So what do we got? 1 Vandy, 3 Missouri, Mizzou. Katrina, you gonna chime in on that one? Gotcha.
I don't know.
What you got next, boss?
Wolfing again.
Next, number 8, Miami versus South Florida.
Absolute beatdown.
Miami.
Absolute beatdown.
That's gonna be across the board. Oh wait, he says what? Oh, okay.
Give me the U, baby. Give me the U. Miami. Let's go.
I like Miami here to make a statement win. Their coach is another douchebag that'll run it up. Yeah.
That was an easy one. That was that guaranteed that was gonna be across the board.
Yeah, and it's a small,
Not that South Florida's a bad team.
no, the Bulls are respectable, man. This total is
But-
like 65. They're saying there will be 0 defense on this day.
But I think Miami is going to be the Florida team this year.
Yeah, it's Florida State's dog shit.
Florida doesn't look much better.
All right, who you got, Steve?
Next, Bowling Green versus number 25, Texas A&M.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a molestation right there.
Yeah.
A&M, you know what? They want to be higher than 25. They want to stay in the polls. They're going for a statement win against another
Jobber team.
yeah, jobber. Yeah, another Mac.
I'm pretty sure Glick's going to say A&M all day on that.
A&M and the points.
The Aggies.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Bowling Green did put up a really good fight against Penn State, but let's be honest, Penn State's garbage. We're going Aggies.
What did he just say?
You guys beat them by 7 points. That's embarrassing. I would have just forfeited the rest of my season.
It was week 2, all right.
It's-
Week 2. And it was at home. It was at Penn State too.
I was fucking sweating bullets.
I was like,
AJ is saying Miami on that one.
yeah, that one made
We got a comment on there.
Bowling
Miss
Green
Georgia
and
Peach
A&M.
says Miami. Of
And
course.
the games in A&M, Bowling Green, little PP school going to Texas A&M.
It's not a huge drive from Kentucky to Texas, I guess.
I see an asshole.
What do we got, brother? That one is another across the boards. It was kind of hard to.
Well, this one's probably going to be across the board too, but Louisiana Monroe versus number 1 Texas.
Texas is number one for a reason. There's a reason they're laying 45 points on the road with ULM. That they're saying, all right, so this is the Bucks number. The total is at 53. Texas is supposed to win by 55. So they're saying that ULM is not going to score a point in this game. They're saying Texas is pretty much a shutout, is what they're saying.
All right, I'm going to lone wolf this one. Everybody look
I've made some crazy decisions tonight, but you know what? That might top all of my.
Dude, it's going to be Rudy
I
all
think that-
day. Watch you.
That game
He's
will be
so
over
little.
5 minutes. Yeah. That game will be over 5 minutes into the first quarter. You're gonna have fans coming down.
You know,
There's
Texas.
gonna be
I see
Texas
them
fans
playing
playing.
the Manning kid. Them getting the Manning kid in there in the second half, and him having his way too.
He's actually
Big ass-
starting. He's actually
Do they have a
starting.
helmet?
Is he
Do they have
starting?
a helmet big enough to
Yeah,
fit his
they-
big ass Manning head?
What's
They
wrong with
said
fucking
that-
yours?
Yeah, they said that he's going to get his start. I saw somewhere on ESPN News or something said something. about it.
Speaking of Texas, we're getting some love from Texas. We got Mr. David Burns. He says he is watching from Cedar Hills,
Man,
Texas.
So
I understand. Yeah, I understand it's a fluff game, but you got to give Ewers some playing time if he wants to have the mentions in the Heisman Trophy running at the end of the year. You can't bench the kid.
A good first
Yeah,
half,
but
and
I-
pat his stats.
I seen it somewhere. I don't know.
David, we just gave you some love a little bit ago, all the way from Pennsylvania to Texas. We've been pretty much rooting for Texas all night.
You got
Yeah,
you got two more.
Nobody's rooting for Texas. It just so happens that Texas schools.
We're
playing cupcake
pushing
schools.
for Texas. I don't know, how do you want to say it? Whatever.
We're
you
just
wanna
making the
say.
smart. We're just making the smart decision.
We're making the
It's
smart decision.
University of Louisiana Monroe. Come on, I mean, really.
Rudy.
Nobody's giving
so,
Texas any love.
I don't think ULM scores here.
so we got two more games and then the college football will be over.
We will be taking a short break after we finish up these college predictions and then really getting into it because you're going to have bloodshed when it comes to the NFL games.
Fuck Cleveland.
All right, the next one's Georgia
Don't you have a
Southern.
little boy to feed or something?
Georgia Southern versus
Yeah,
number
same with
5
Sean
Ole Miss.
Watson.
You
Hey, at
can
least there's
say it
girls
one
for
more time,
revenge.
Steve.
Georgia Southern versus number 5 Ole Miss.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, that's old piss by a mile.
As I say, I think that's another no-brainer.
That's another across the
Anybody-
border.
Yeah, they're favored by 37 with a 67 total. Ole Miss is going to hang a hefty number. Ole Miss over 50 alone. Easy peasy.
And then the last one is that I have is Kansas State versus BYU.
I like this one because it's in BYU. BYU is playing some good football right now. Kansas State is not. BYU has had a pretty tough schedule by their standards. So has Kansas State. These guys haven't had a walk in the park. LJ Martin questionable. Hinkley Ropati, nobody cares about that guy. 2 running backs questionable, but that's a typical midweek injury report. Total at 49, 7-point spread. 2 Big 12s going at it. I'm gonna take BYU to make this close.
You do realize it's Brigham Young, not Brigham Young.
He's a Philly fan. You know,
Exactly.
I do like Kansas State's quarterback in Avery Young. I do like him. He's mobile. The fact that they're saying there's not going to be a lot of points. I say this is close. At least closer in a touchdown. I'll take BYU at home. Fuck it.
Wow.
Yeah, upset here on number 13, Kansas State. Give me BYU. They're hungry.
Give me K-State all day. Sorry. It's going to be K-State by 10. I don't even have to give a reason. I'm sorry. BYU is just not going to be even close to K-State right now.
I don't know. I like him. I think BYU is playing some good football.
I'm taking Kansas State.
Glick.
We'll get wild with the Wildcats, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe that wraps it up for our college. I hope you guys have been keeping tally. We are going to take a short break. And as always, let's keep it really short. Let's go with a little GB3 Gary Burke III. We're going to do Freebird Kiss. Glick, you might like this, dude.
He's all right.
Let's see what you got here. I hear nothing from this. Great. Number 17, Notre Dame versus okay. Buffalo versus number 23, Northern Illinois. Okay. We're both in that. Northern Illinois. And then Vanderbilt versus number 7 and 3.
Falling hard, she had my heart racing like a screaming guitar.
Yeah, number 7 Missouri.
Was about to end. She pulled me in closer
All right.
and hit me again.
Number 8 Miami Hurricanes versus South Florida. Number 6 Tennessee versus number 15 Oklahoma. Okay. Bowling Green versus Texas A&M. It's the other brother's kid. He hasn't got his med card. Did you take him back?
All right, we are back. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Good friend of ours, GB3. Now, that you know, the college stuff that was some kiddie play, but
That's a fucking appetizer.
I do believe it is time.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Not the Browns.
You know, we're standing pretty where we can go. Go Eagles!
Man, you know I'm mad.
You can be mad at the Eagles all day long because you're about to go 1-2.
What papers?
Steve-O, I got a quick question for you, brother. Did you get the NFL games too, or were you running this one?
I got them all, but if you guys want to run them, I'll just follow on my page, and you guys
turn
can.
my score notifications on for this Jets game that just kind of kicked off here. We're about 8 minutes in.
So the fun part is, though,
0-0.
since you are keeping tally, and we're kind of doing the whole scoring system, Give us a game, and this gentleman right here will pull up our stats. Obviously, as you guys all can tell by the different jerseys, we're a pretty mixed bunch up here. You know, we got.
I'm the only one with any common sense in this group.
We got some Cleveland represent.
All of a sudden, I'm the valedictorian of the special needs class.
Yeah.
We'll get we got Philly boy over here who's driving the short bus that you're riding on.
Yeah, man. The whole fucking team drove the short bus. All right, the whole team was on the fucking short bus last.
Bill,
week.
are you the window licker or the booger eater on the short bus?
I just want to remind everybody that the Steelers' opening game of the season beat Atlanta, and then Atlanta went into Philadelphia and beat Philadelphia.
I'm pretty sure the whole fucking world knows that by now.
I just wanted to remind them.
Monday Night Meltdown.
On
All right.
time.
All right, Steve. How about a game that doesn't involve
Give us
last fucking Monday night?
give us our. He's already smiling. The first game of the night. What do you got, homie?
First game of the night is going to be our beloved Steelers and the Chargers.
Oh man, you would jump right out the gate with that one.
Titus, the Steelers right now, another lowly Steelers total of 35 points. The Steelers are the slight favorite by a buck and a half, point and a half. Both 2-0. AFC West, AFC North. I did see Herbert's might be.
He is
out.
questionable.
He might be out.
He's either questionable or it is official. I'd seen something earlier today. I was actually going to bring that up.
He's questionable in the ankle. Bosa is questionable with the hip. Steelers only have Isaac Seumalo because his tit hurts, and McCole Pruitt with a knee, and he's an insignificant tight end.
You know, originally I said it's going to be the Chargers, but the fun part of, seeing as how they're actually missing weapons, we're not.
Both defenses are playing at a high level, I think, in my opinion.
I might be changing. I might flip script and I'll take the point and a half. I'll go with Steelers, but traditionally Steelers do end up losing the games they're supposed to win.
True.
I don't think we're supposed to win this
Very
one.
true.
This is tough. And you know what? Russell Wilson will be suited up. He won't play. I think Justin Fields, he's still as long as he keeps winning football games, he's going to stay the starter. As soon as he loses,
Yeah, but he's not winning the games for the Steelers. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
Now,
that-
granted, we haven't got to see a full Justin Fields. We were talking about this the other night. These penalties are fucking disgusting, and it's not just the Steelers; it's across the board.
oh yeah, no, the
That's-
NFL can't keep their fucking flags in their pocket.
And Justin Fields, I mean, I think his numbers would have been higher, but every time he makes a phenomenal play, look what happens. Holding, or they'll say, illegal formation, the tight end didn't get lined up, something. And like I said, it's not just the Steelers, it's everywhere. In the end, though, I'll take the Steelers, but I'm only doing it. I say that point and a half. Now I'm hoping for the best, but I think the Steelers do end up pulling this one off.
I'm gonna say if Herbert plays, I'm taking the Chargers. If Herbert does not play, I am hammering the fucking Steelers. Chargers, they got Quentin Johnson, Lad McConkey out of Bama. They still got J.K. Dobbins in the backfield. Palmer, Hayden Hurst, Gus Edwards. Definitely. This total's at 35.5. I think this is I'm going to run it down your throat. You're going to run it down my throat. Who can get more stops from third down? I think.
Hey, let's keep it PG.
Yeah, I think the Chargers.
You guys could do that shit. You guys could do that shit in your own time. All right.
This ball's not going in the air, man. It's a ground and pound. Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh. I'll take the Chargers with Herbert. I'll take the Steelers without Herbert.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
fuck's sake. That's my pick.
You
All
go.
right.
You saying Chargers?
I'm saying Chargers with Herbert. If game day comes up and Herbert's not playing, I will take the Steelers.
Really?
Seriously, that's a game changer for me. Is Herbert will throw the football.
You gotta make your pick and make it stand.
I was gonna say you got to make a pick,
Yeah.
homie.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, fuck it. I'm taking Chargers. I'm saying Herbert plays then.
Fucking Herbert
Where are
plays.
you going with, homie?
Jesus. The Steelers can't find the end zone to save their lives. Justin Fields, I like the kid. Pickens is garbage. Sorry. Or
Whoa!
Pickett.
Agreed.
Sorry. Herbert, whether he's in, whether he's out, just so you guys know, he was at practice today. Harbaugh is in San Diego now. It is not an air assault. You know what Harbaugh does? He stacks the defense. He runs the ball down your throat. He wears you out. TJ Watt's not even going to be that big of a factor. I'm taking the Chargers probably by 10 points.
Oh, he's even giving a spread. Wow, he's giving a points up on this one.
Even with Bosa questionable.
Even with Bosa questionable, they've got a solid defense in San Diego, which is surprising because I didn't expect much out of that defense this year. But they've been looking good. Unfortunately, their wide receiver one is out still. I think he's dealing with elbow and calf injuries in San Diego, but they're getting it done on the ground. That 1-2 punch of J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I'm glad we don't have to look at them twice a year anymore in Baltimore.
But I love Dobbins to find the end zone in this one. I love Dobbins to find the end zone.
Yeah. Boswell's been able to get you guys out of 2 games. I mean, you guys should have put 4 touchdowns on Denver, and you could only muster up 1 touchdown.
Dude, but
That one got called back on a questionable call, though. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Dude, he was running a route. I don't care what anybody says. He was running his route. The defense made contact with him. That was not offensive pass interference.
I don't think we're going to have any
fantasy drafts.
I don't think we're going to have any disagreement on the terrible officiating this year. It's across the board. It's disgusting. I was watching the Browns game last night, or not last week, and every time they started marching down the field, they had 1 drive, and I think they still managed to get a touchdown or a field goal out of it. And they were at a 3rd and 45 because of fucking penalties.
Yeah,
and this is after they were in the red zone. Yeah, and this is after they were in the red zone.
You'll see a lot of these games. I'm noticing, like once you hit the red zone or once the team starts gaining momentum, you'll get that fucking holding. You'll get that illegal formation. You'll get illegal man downfield. It's like, why the fuck didn't you call us when we were out there at
From the
40?
get-go.
So now, we start coming down to, things that are actually factored into this game, which are points. Then the fucking yellow comes out. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it.
And the Steelers defense looks good this year. The Steelers defense always looks good, but unfortunately the offense is not clicking, and that's why I'm going to go with the Chargers here, just offensively. And we know how Harbaugh likes to put a defense to bed. He'll keep them on the field as long as he can, and once they're gassed, then he puts the foot down on their throat. He did it in college. He did it the entire time he was at Michigan. That's what he's doing.
If Herbert doesn't go, he's got Taylor Heineke and you have Easton Stick. Aaron Rodgers touchdown.
I wouldn't be mad at Heineke starting.
Taylor Heineke and Easton Stick, and they're both they're both seasoned dudes. So
yeah.
I disagree on the George Pickens. I think he is one of the, he's really making a name for himself. He's starting to become a dangerous individual.
7-0
And each
Jets.
game, each season, he's starting to get more and more separation. He's finding his. I'd very much be interested in knowing, had we been able to play Roman Wilson, but he got hurt, obviously. I don't know. I think the officiating's been what's really skewed my view on how good the Steelers actually are.
Where do you think Pickens is ranked amongst wide receivers in the NFL?
Too high. Too high. I'll say that, man.
Why is he too high?
I don't know. If I probably went back to fantasy, I think he might have been around 35, and I think that was too high.
He's ranked 42nd amongst receivers. He's had now. I'll give him this. I'll give him this. He's only had 11 targets, and in 11 targets in 2 campaigns, he's caught 8 of them. However, he's barely broke the century mark, and with 2 games combined.
Yeah.
So is that a Justin Fields thing? Is that a Pickens thing? Is it a lack of rust?
How about a Mike
I'm leaning more
Tomlin
towards.
How about an officiating thing too?
Yeah,
He lost out on
really
2
more-
awesome catches, and one of them being a touchdown just last weekend. He got called.
I'm not.
He got one taken away from him the week before too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I
I'm not
can't.
sold
I'm
on
not going to keep
Pickens.
making excuses for these guys, but I will say this: he had Kenny Pickett to start his career with, and once they benched Pickett finally, and they had Mason Rudolph, then, and I proved this to you. We fact checked this not long ago. The numbers went up for Pickens when he's got somebody that can throw to him, not hit him in the side of the helmet, not throw behind him. You know, obviously he is a deep threat. He's definitely a deep
The
threat.
Steelers don't throw because Tomlin doesn't throw.
So
Since,
I don't know.
Since Ben left.
I
the
mean,
Steelers
he's
don't
also your. I mean, on your guys' offense, any other team, he's wide receiver 3, maybe 2 on a good day. But you guys don't have any other wide receivers. You got Van Jefferson and Roman Wilson.
No.
He's a rookie out of Michigan, and Roman Wilson, I think, in a year or 2, given the opportunity, he's going to be an absolute monster. He was a monster in college. He'll probably be a monster in the NFL. And outside of that, I mean, and then you got Freiermuth, which I'm not gonna hate on that man. That man's very talented tight end that doesn't get near the credit
Way
that he
underrated.
deserves.
proud Penn State product.
Yeah.
we get a lot of our tight ends from Penn State.
I got a lot of my tight ends.
So
from
we
Pennsylvania.
we've actually dug deep into this one. Steve-O, what you got, homie? Who you
I'm taking the Steelers.
All right.
I am shocked.
No,
You don't say.
2 Steelers, 2 Chargers. All right.
Hey, bro, okay, so who's Katrina taking?
She's taking the Steelers. So
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Not willingly though.
not willingly. She just I said you're going to come down. You want the Steelers or the Chargers? And she goes Steelers. I said, well, it's
Yeah,
3
you get your
Steelers.
weekly beating if you don't say Steelers. South Alabama. nice touchdown. God damn.
South Alabama's running away with it, guys.
21-0. Jets are up. Jets are up 7-0 on an Alan Lazard touchdown catch again. Rodgers and Lazard are hooking up all day. That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games for Lazard and Rodgers.
Hey, Glick, who would the missus take in that game?
Who do you think?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, she's.
Tell me
she's-
you've got one of those flags because I saw it in Canfield a few weeks ago.
You took the Chargers.
It's got the Cleveland on one side and the Steelers on the other.
Yeah, the house divider
Tell me
flag.
you
Yeah,
guys
we
got one of those.
Yeah. We actually last year when we went to the game, Joey Porter Jr. signed it for us.
Oh,
It was really cool. At the end of the
Wow.
game, because her parents have season tickets in their front row right behind the bench, and at the end of the game, the players were walking by us, and Joey was walking by and looked up, and I'm standing there. I'm all decked out in my Browns gear, and of course she's in her steel. He sees our flags. He sees our flag. He's like, "Hell yeah, that's fucking cool! Somebody give me a marker!" And ran up and signed the flag for us. So yeah, that was really cool.
dude,
But
I
yeah,
love
it's hanging
Peasy
up in-
Jr.
I do too.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
we may have to talk to get some tickets then.
No, her seats are fantastic, man. My kid went with Nikki's tickets one time, and he was
Yeah.
on TV. He got on TV, sitting in her seats. It was great, man. It was great tickets.
Who do we got next?
Tickets-
Next, Houston and Minnesota.
Ooh,
Ooh, this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a good
that
game.
is going to be a damn good game.
In the dome.
Ooh,
Both unbeaten, 2-0. First in AFC South, first in NFC North.
Houston
Sam Darnold
will
looks good.
I'm gonna say this though.
CJ Stroud.
I
looks
want,
fucking good.
I want to be the first one on this one. I think I'm gonna assume that Minnesota might be favored just slightly on this one.
No, they're actually the dog. They're the home dog here. 2-point spread. They're saying this is anyone's game. It's a coin flip.
I gotta go. I'm sorry, I gotta go with the Red Hot Texans right now.
You got the Texans with Joe Mixon at running back. You got the Vikings with Aaron Jones. You know, two running backs with two new teams. Leading receiver for Houston is Nico Collins, and of course, the leading receiver for Minnesota is still Mr. Justin Jefferson. Congratulations to all you fantasy owners. Mixon is questionable with the ankle. Jefferson is questionable with the quads, and Nico Collins is questionable with the hip. They're all going to play. Questionable. It's that fucking injury midweek bullshit. They're all playing. They're 2-0. They need wins. They're playing. They get paid millions. They're playing.
I would not be shocked if the Vikings pull that one out somehow, but I can't go against the Texans right now.
This total's sitting at 46. They're saying that we're going to have at least 6-7 tutties.
What are you going with?
I don't know.
Well, you're thinking on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna defer for a minute. I'm gonna defer.
Let's go with Steve on this one. Steve, who are you liking in this?
I'm liking Houston also. CJ Stroud, you know, is CJ Stroud. And he's been playing pretty good this year. 494 yards, 3 touchdowns. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Houston.
Glick.
I'm going to go with Minnesota, but if Houston wins, I'm going to change my pick to Houston.
This is a great game, man.
That is a damn good game.
I think this is going to be a really good game. Houston's defense is pretty solid. Their offense are loaded with weapons. I mean, they've got weapons all over the board.
And adding
Man,
Mixon just helps. Adding Mixon helps.
You know, I don't think they have quality wins yet in the season. They beat the Bears.
19-13.
And they struggled with the Bears, and they struggled with
the Colts 29-27.
With the Colts.
And the Rams 17-15.
Yeah, the Vikings did beat up on the Giants. I think everybody's going to do that this year, but they took it straight to San Francisco, man. I mean, just mollywop the hell out of San Francisco. This is actually really tough for me because my gut says Minnesota, and my brain says Houston. I think I'm going to go with my gut on this one. I think I'm going to go with Vikings, but this is a tough choice, and it's not going to be by much.
A hell of a good game.
It's going to be a 1 to 3 point game.
It's got the potential to be the best game of the weekend. It really does. I think it's going to be a shootout. AJ, thanks for coming on, girl. Appreciate you. You have an awesome night.
All right, I'm going to get down to it. I'm going to take the Texans because I do see some regression for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold can't be this fucking good 3 weeks in a row. He must be stopped. I'll take the Texans.
Katie's taking Houston too.
So we've got basically, everybody's going Houston with one Minnesota.
One Vikings.
Yeah.
One Vikings.
Going with the gut.
I think, dude, I'm telling you, that's going to be that is going to be an you're a one-man
I would say one thing though, if Addison and Jefferson both play, then I think maybe Minnesota might get the win, but they're both questionable right now.
Jefferson's playing. The NFL always do this midweek bullshit, fuck with betting lines, especially, man. Fucking betting has really fucked up sports, especially with the injury reports. They play fucking games. Jefferson's playing. They're 2-0. The motherfucker's playing. He's putting up numbers. He's playing.
Like I said, could potentially be the game of the week. That's a good one.
It's 1 o'clock in Minnesota in the Dome, so weather's not even going to be a factor.
All right. I like it. What do we got?
Philly versus New Orleans.
There it is. We've been waiting. Oh. So.
Oh. That being said,
Pouring us a drink.
I'll drink.
dude, I'm telling you, it's been tough for fucking the city of Philadelphia to sleep this week.
There is no love in Philadelphia right now.
Oh, the city of brotherly. What the fuck is what happened? Oh man. We got any injury news on this?
Let me look.
Did Kamara like beat up a woman or something like that? Like I need him to beat up his girlfriend before Sunday.
Jesus.
Dude, we didn't promote domestic violence here, but AJ Brown is doubtful again. We saw how that went last week, leaning everything on Devonta Smith, and we're struggling. Tyrann Mathieu, safety questionable. Taysom Hill, who gives a fuck? He'll play. Tight end / quarterback / running back / I don't know, fucking punter. CJ Gardner Johnson, the safety for the Eagles, questionable with a foot. AJ Brown's he's not going to play. Like Glick said before, the Philadelphia defense is extremely, extremely fucking suspect. I had more ambition for them going into this. We lost. We lost some key fucking players. The defense isn't meshed. The defensive coordinator's a douchebag playing prevent with 1 minute and 48 seconds against the fucking Kirk Cousins and the fucking Falcons. Seriously, like get rid of the fucking prevent defense, dude. The NFL needs to ban that shit. That is illegal fucking formation because the shit don't fucking work. We're gonna let them catch it for 1 minute and 48 seconds and see if they can get it in the end zone. Yeah, guess what happens? Teams get it in the fucking end zone. You dumb fucks. Sorry.
I think he's a little salty.
but it's not just the Eagles. Every fucking team does it. They go into the prevent defense and they're like, all right,
And Steelers are notorious for it.
we're gonna get them down there. We're gonna give them 10-yard chunk plays, and they're gonna march down the field. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put 4 motherfuckers against the fucking goal line, and you know what they're gonna do? They're not gonna get it in the end zone every fucking time.
So on that note,
that's how Baltimore beat the fucking Steelers last year. Did the same fucking shit, and no, that's how the fucking Ravens lost. Oh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Nick, what do you think? He just used the diversity of that word in every sense you possibly could.
All right. Well, this total's high for a reason. It's in at 49. They're saying at least 7 touchdowns just scored. The Eagles' offense, I'm not worried about. Without AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts always looks like he's missing something. And they did pick up Johnny Wilson from USC from Florida State last year, but he hasn't been a participant in fucking football games. You're leaning on Saquon here. You're leaning on Alvin Kamara here. Kamara had what, fucking 5 touchdowns? Congratulations, fantasy owners. You won with Kamara alone.
Will you please just say the Saints are going to win?
It's in New Orleans. It's in the dome. It's in the dome.
This is worse than asking a goddamn politician a question. Just answer the fucking question, Steve.
The Saints are fucking hot right now. The Saints are hot right now. Derek Carr is a fucking douchebag. I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking Philly, and it's going to be ugly. I think Philly actually plays defense this week. Saints haven't really played fucking anyone, so give me Eagles. Give me Philly. South Alabama, another touchdown. Good Lord. They're killing it.
Glick, take over. It's you, brother.
Derek Carr's got the hot hand. Rashid Shaheed is eating it up. Alvin Kamara is back to Alvin Kamara. The Eagles' defense is atrocious. They're not going to be able to keep up with the Saints. Give it to me one time. Oh, and the Saints come marching in, baby. Saints wide receivers, Rashid, Shaheed. They got Chris Olave. They've got and Derek Carr's on fire, man. Derek Carr is absolutely
the most yards of
100%
slot receivers this year. They're absolutely torching the Eagles from the slot over the linebackers
Yeah,
and underneath the
they're-
corners. So
You going with Saints, homie?
I'm going with the Saints, man. Chris Olave, like I said, Taysom Hill. You never know what you're going to get out of that goofball. And Alvin Kamara, yeah, it's Saints all day, man. They're going to eat that Eagles defense for lunch.
I'm also taking New Orleans.
oh, for fuck's sake!
You know which way I'm going. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Eagles are about to be 1-2. Steelers are about to be 3-0. Who Dey? Saints.
Sunday night, make sure you guys tune back in for my fucking celebration. What time is this game? 1 o'clock. Oh, I might not make 4.
No, you gonna become a Saints fan after Sunday when you gonna
fuck
celebrate?
no, dude. I can't stand Derek Carr. I'll bet against Derek Carr all day, man. This motherfucker needs to lose.
Then I'll tell you what. You have to wear a Saints jersey. We will, even if it's a throwback, doesn't matter. We'll find you one, a cheapo.
As long as it's not a fucking Derek Carr.
How about Derek Carr's 30 for 39 for 443 yards?
He's throwing. I think he's throwing the most touchdowns and yards in the league this year. I think it is yards. I'm not sure about touchdowns, but
Dude, Saints are going to be a team to really. I mean, I think they're going to surprise people again this year. Do I think Super Bowl? Yeah, way too early in the season for that. But the Saints have been just absolutely red hot. Granted, we're going into the third week, but I hate to say it. I don't like how Jalen Hurts has been playing. I think that. Oh wait, he's back already. Honestly, I got to go Saints on this one too. Brother, you are lone wolf in it, but he's got one on this.
But if you watch Derek Carr over the years, man, this motherfucker likes to lose fucking football games. He likes to cry to the media. The Saints aren't going to keep putting up 40 points a game, man. They are due for regression. They're due for a bad game. God willing,
it's not going to happen against the Eagles.
Needs a bad game from the Saints.
Not going to get it this time, brother. Sorry. Cheers. We'll drink to the dead on this one.
So we're all Saints except for me, huh?
Yes.
Die Eagles, die.
I expect nothing less.
Dude, those wings are getting clipped.
All right,
Steve, what do we got? Your mic, homie.
Sorry, Steve.
Katie's taking the order. Next game, Denver versus Tampa Bay.
Oh, love this game. In Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is coming in as a small touchdown favorite, 6.5.
No way.
Yeah, Tampa Bay and Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield, I don't give a fuck, dude. Cleveland, you done fucked up. You need him back.
Say that.
Get rid of him too early.
I've been saying that for 3 years now.
Yeah, I disagreed with that move right off the bat, man. Yeah, I don't know why
they were building around him. That's I mean, they really were, and I think it really didn't make any sense to get rid of him.
And his commercials have been shit since.
I can't imagine what Baker's numbers would be in Cleveland right now with the weapons we have offensively. His numbers would be stupid. They're already stupid in Tampa Bay.
Honestly, I think I can't. There's no way I can bet against Tampa Bay on this one. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I think Baker Mayfield. It's going to be another show for him. That's another team that's really starting to come on strong.
Him and Mike Evans have created a fucking chemistry. It wasn't great last year. It was good. The same thing with Godwin. It wasn't great. It was good, and even in their playoff run last year. But I think in the offseason, they perfected it. Even the running back room looks really fucking strong right now. And the defense,
The coaching advantage. I don't know why they're only a touchdown favorite here in Tampa. Bo Nix,
Just-
the motherfucker hasn't thrown a touchdown all year. He's thrown 4 picks, zero tutties.
Just
I
saying,
love
Denver's trash.
Tampa here.
2 for Tampa.
Yeah, I love Tampa here.
Glick, what you going with, homie?
Fire the cannons. Give me Baker. Give me Baker, Bacon in Tampa, baby. Let's go.
Bucko.
5 touchdowns.
I feel a
5
changing of
touchdowns
the
for Baker.
winds.
They
Yeah.
look good. They look good, man. You know, a win like
tutties.
this, not one they can afford to lose.
5 tutties for Baker Mayfield. 3 through the air and 2
Five.
rushing touchdowns.
Woo!
Oh,
Yeah.
and at least one's going to Evans.
One's going to Evans. One's going to Godwin. Rashid White, their running back, will get a touchdown, and Baker's going to rush for 2 touchdowns. And you know what? I'm giving the tight ends a lot of love tonight. I'm going to call it. Otten's going to get a touchdown in this game too.
I love fucking Kate Otten. Great call. I love Otten.
I do.
Get some love here.
I like Otten a lot. And
Fantasy-
Chase McLaughlin is
Fantasy
going to.
owners, pump up your Otten.
Steve-O, who you going with, big man?
Is going to stay perfect.
Agreed.
Tampa Bay.
It's going to be Tampa Bay across the boards. I guarantee it.
Dude, only
Yeah, that's who Katie took too, was Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm hammering the Bucks.
Next.
Green Bay and Tennessee.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a good one, man. It's tight, man. The Bucks are saying there's only going to be a field goal difference between these two, a semi-low total of 38. There's not going to be a lot of points. There's going to be a lot of defense. Game is in Tennessee, 1:00 p.m. Sunday.
Jordan, what's the looks on Jordan Love? He has been practicing this week, correct? He's in one of my fantasy leagues. So
Yeah,
I
he's
bumped him
questionable.
into starting rotation.
Yeah, he's questionable.
It's going to be a game day decision on him, I bet.
Yeah, I'm starting him. I think he plays.
Also, Josh Jacobs is questionable.
I don't think
It's that midweek fucking Vegas bullshit.
Shit, man.
They're fucking playing.
I don't see Jordan Love playing. I really don't.
It was just an ankle. Like everybody was like, "Oh, MRI or some shit like that."
It's just a fucking ankle. I saw the injury because he got against what's that team? Yeah, Philadelphia. In the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think Philly had
He's
anything
playing,
to do with it. I
Jacobs
think
is
it was that
playing.
shitty field.
Thing that matters the most is
Will Levis is playing.
another product of Penn State that loves to throw games at the end. Matt LaFleur is a fantastic fucking coach. The game is in Tennessee, though. That's the only thing that gets me. Them being a 2.5 point favorite. I'm taking the Packers because I think Love plays. He's got the weapons.
I'm taking Tennessee. I think they're due one. I think it's their time. Honestly, I think this one favors them just enough. I personally don't think that Jordan Love's going to play, and even if he does, the fact that he's still questionable, he's not going to be up to par. I say Tennessee walks on this one.
If even if Love doesn't play, it's Malik Willis.
Malik Willis did not throw a touchdown in like the last
Couple fucking years. He threw one last week, his first game back. Maybe I've arrived Malik Willis. I'll take Malik Willis. Even I'm Packers all day. The dogs.
I'm going
the
with the Packers.
All right.
I called it at the beginning of the season, week 1. Titans are a surprise sleeper playoff team. This is their week. Will Levis, Calvin Ridley, and with the surprise resurgence, D-Hop is going to have himself a good game. And Tony Pollard's going to have himself a nice little ground game. I'm going Titans. I still believe in the Titans. Unlike my co-host on Unnecessary Roughness, who lives in Nashville and who is a Titans fan, I haven't given up on your boys yet, Derek. I still believe in Tennessee. Let's go Titans over the Packers. With
And
or
my
without Love.
And my wife's going to take Tennessee. So 3 Tennessee, 2 Green Bays.
It's going to be a good one.
Interesting.
Definitely not play. It's not going to be game of the week, but I tell you what, it's definitely it's got some hype behind it.
Those are all 1:00 games. So we got those 2 barn burners there with Houston Texans, Minnesota Vikings, and we have another barn burner there. Breece Hall rushed a touchdown and Jets up 14-0. Packers Titans, yeah, they're close, man. And Eagles Saints, shit.
What do we got?
the Giants, and then I guess the Brownies.
Ew.
Yo, if the Browns lose to the fucking Giants, dude,
The New York Football Giants
on the road in Cleveland,
with Andy Dalton.
Danny Nichols.
I'm telling you right now, Andy Dalton's going to shock everybody. But they're still not going to beat Cleveland. I got to go Cleveland on this one. I think
Browns are a touchdown favorite, a hefty total sitting at 40 in Cleveland, 1 o'clock. Weather's not supposed to be an issue.
Giants are Cleveland.
As
Giants are 0-2.
far as injuries are concerned, fucking
I think Miles
the
Garrett.
Giants' offensive line.
I think Miles Garrett's going to have a field day. Honestly, they're not going to be able to stop that man, even with Andy Dalton. I think, like I said, I think he's going to surprise people. He's going to make it somewhat of a game.
Garrett's questionable.
But
with
I'm
the
sorry,
foot.
Cleveland. I think Cleveland's all day.
Garrett's questionable with the foot. Mr. David Njoku, you bad motherfucker. At tight end, he's questionable with the ankle. Kayvon Thibodeau, product of Oregon, questionable with the shoulder. And then Darius Masal, nobody cares about him, a dirtbag linebacker. He's questionable with a knee.
And I'll tell you what, I'll even go one better. Give me Cleveland by 10.
You're looking at leading receivers. Malik Neighbors, 15 receptions, 2 drops, 193. He's averaging 12.87 a catch. Amari Cooper, the leading receiver for Cleveland. Amari Cooper, Glick, explain this shit.
I'm still a Amari Cooper fan, dude. I remember when he played Alabama.
Dude, listen to this number, dude. Motherfucker's been targeted 17 times with 5 catches. Great throw.
He's got a case of the. He's got it's actually he's got Amari's got this is one of the rare occasions I'll stick up for Watson. Amari's got a case of the drops this season.
He's got
in the
4 of them
Dallas
on
game
17 targets.
In the Dallas game, there was a drop pass that was a guaranteed touchdown. There was another pass in the Dallas game that was a little off the mark, but if he put an effort into it, he could have got it. I'll put that one on Watson. That's 2 touchdowns. There was another drop pass that would have been a big play that would have put us into field goal range. That's 17 points you take off the board. If we would have put those 17 points on the board, Cleveland would have beat Dallas 34-33. So, and then last week, Amari had 2 more passes right in the moneymaker for touchdowns against Jacksonville. Perfect passes, perfect plays. Amari's wide open. Nobody's around him within 10, 15 yards, and he drops them. I don't know what's going on with Amari. He's got to get his shit right. He's got to get his shit together. We don't have Bell anymore. He's out for the season. That leaves us with Judy, Bell, and Thrasher. We did sign Kadarius Toney. I don't know how I feel about Kadarius.
You want to talk about drops?
Thrasher, yeah, but we did get the kid out of Tennessee. We drafted him this season, Thrasher. I got high expectations for Thrasher. He's got wheels. He's got hands.
I like him.
He's a big body wide receiver that isn't afraid to put a smackdown on somebody. However, the Red Rockets and the G-Men of New York will come into Cleveland on Sunday. And it pains me to say this.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
I did not expect this from you.
But them dogs
There it is.
on Sunday. Them dogs are barking on Sunday, and that defense is going to eat the hell out of that offense, baby. Let's go, Myles Garrett for 4 sacks.
Miles Garrett's definitely getting home.
Miles
on
Garrett's going to
fucking-
have a game.
On Danny Dimes. Danny
He
Dimes
is
gonna be
good.
run
I mean,
for
we're
life.
talking meat for the beast.
Danny
And if
Dimes
you triple
will be-
team him, you got Zadarius Smith that's wanting it. He's hungry to eat. We've seen that the last couple of weeks. We got a defensive line that's going to take your lunch money and eat your lunch in front of your mama Sunday. Danny Dimes, let it be known. And our offense will be clicking. I say we
is questionable. I don't like that.
Yeah, I say we beat the G-Men of New York by 2 tutties.
Nice. Pretty close. Yeah, I said by 10. He's saying 14. Steve, what you got?
It's gonna be ugly.
I got Cleveland.
Yeah. It's across the board on that one. That's pretty much a no-brainer.
Vegas is saying a touchdown. I'd say it's gonna be ugly. Giants on the road. No way.
Who's next?
Next is Chicago and Indianapolis.
Oh boy.
Oh, this one's tight, man. Vegas is saying it's a coin flip, man. 1.5 point favorite, slightly leaning to the Colts. I only think that's because it's in Lucas Oil. Bears, Caleb Williams, nothing's impressive. He's got weapons. They're not being used. Anthony Richardson, he's the better quarterback right now. He's the NFL seasoned quarterback. We got a 1-1 Bears team with a 0-2 Colts team. DeAndre Swift's carrying the weight for the Bears. My old Eagles pal. He's only averaging 2 yards a carry. Jonathan Taylor, he's the better running back between him and Swift. He's averaging 5.3 on the ground. Receiving DJ Moore. He's catching balls, man. 0 drops. And then you got Pittman. He's catching balls. They're both at about a 50% clip on targets and catches. 0 drops. This seems like a running game to me.
Both. I tell you what. At the end of the day, though, Caleb Williams has not shown me anything. Truth be told, he is not. I think we're looking at another Johnny Manziel. I honestly, both defenses are suspect, honestly. But I do believe at home, give me Colts. I think they ride off into the sunset on this one.
Ramondre Stevenson, 20-yard run for fantasy owners.
I think, yeah. Cleveland, what? This will be 0-3 for them? Or no, they won one, didn't
Chicago,
they?
You mean?
Yeah, they won one. Yeah,
they're
sorry,
1-1.
Chicago.
Yeah, Colts are 0-2. App State touchdown finally. Holy fuck. 28-6. South Alabama over App State.
I'd say Colts.
Adunze. That is right. This was a big one. These are big for the Bears. This is why I'm going. This is exactly why I'm going to lean fucking Colts. They're at home. Rome Adunze. He's going to be a stud, but just not on this day. Knee MCL questionable, and then Keenan Allen from the previous aforementioned Chargers questionable with the heel. He'll play. DeForest Buckner, Juju Brents. Chicago's a little bit more banged up. I'm taking Colts, man. I think Caleb's not ready on the road in Indy. In the dome.
Glick.
Bears. No.
Colts.
The Colts are the Colts. What can I say? The Bears defense is ranked number 2 in the NFL for a reason. It's going to be the Bears defense, the difference maker. I think we're going to see a much better play out of Caleb Williams. Bears advanced to the Bears are 2-1, and the Colts are 0-3 at the end of the day.
I think there's a little butt kiss there, but
Well,
all right.
if you're looking at the Bears,
The
Bears won that game when Will Levis handed it to them against the Titans 24-17, and then they lost to the Texans 19-13. So yeah, their defense, I agree with you there. I do like their defense, but
their defense is stacked, and
Indianapolis or Bears.
I still say it's suspect.
I'm taking Indy.
Yeah, I'm taking Indy. I'm riding the quarterback waterbed there.
Katie's taking Indy too.
I know what the next sound's gonna be. What do we got?
It's to me, it's the hopeless Carolina Panthers versus Las Vegas.
Vegas is due another win.
I love this fucking game. Vegas, I don't understand it why they're only a 5-point favorite at home. I'm saying it's because the Red Rocket Andy Dalton's back. Is Bryce Young that bad? Is my question. A low total of 40. Crosby. I'm playing. I'm not betting the Raiders. I'm playing Max Crosby to get home and fuck Andy Dalton up. So Bryce Young has to come the fuck back in, and he's gonna be all depressed and shit like that. And I think the Raiders are gonna put a whooping on the Panthers. Gardner Minshew, Uncle Rico, love the fucking guy, man. Backup from Philly. back from Jacksonville, started from Jacksonville.
Didn't get a fair shake in Jacksonville, I don't think.
Yeah, I think the Raiders are going to put a fucking beat down on them, even with the fucking Red Rocket. Raiders all day.
Wait a minute. Did we mess up? Who are we saying the Red Rocket was playing? Did we say?
I
he
think
was
I
playing?
messed up. I said the Giants. I think I messed up. The Red Rockets. Yeah, the Red Rockets starting for Carolina this year.
Yeah.
Or this week.
Yeah, they benched Bryce Young. I think Carolina's fucking desperate right now, and I don't think
I think
Dalton
I said
really
He wants to
thing.
fucking play. I think he just wants to collect the paycheck.
Yeah, give me the Raiders, man. Give me the Raiders big time here.
I'm also going for Raiders.
Max Crosby is going to eat Dalton for lunch.
I think when a team goes up and they play the Panthers, I think it's a must-win game for them. It's a game they cannot lose, especially like when you're a team like third in the AFC West, like the Raiders. Like this is a must-win for you. You have to get this win against the Panthers while they're down. So I think it's all or nothing.
Yeah,
the Raiders.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the Raiders on this one. I messed up myself. I don't know why we were thinking that Andy Dalton played for the Giants, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's Andy fucking
The
Dalton.
Giants are just that bad.
Yeah,
Danny Dimes.
we were
Danny Nichols.
we were
They
trying to
call it
we were
Danny
trying to help
Nichols.
them out without helping them out. No,
Yeah.
Again, Andy Dalton. Like, I mean, he's competitive at best, but I just don't. I mean, I'll stick with the Raiders on this one. I say Vegas. There's nothing that Carolina's done so far that has even shown that even with Dalton. I mean, it wouldn't matter who the quarterback is right now.
Dude, and Vegas has a Max Crosby. That man is fucking. He's a fucking beast. Patriots field goal. There we go. Patriots are on the board. Jake Slav, 44-yarder.
So we're basically everybody's going with Vegas on that one.
Yep.
So watch Carolina come in and upset and like shock everybody.
That would be the upset.
That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
If you're in a survivor pool, this is like your last straw. You were down to nothing after last week's upsets.
I'm sure Duck Hodges is still out there.
Minshew mania, baby.
All right, brother. What do we got?
Miami and Seattle.
Ooh, without Tua.
Tua.
Let's call a spade on this one, guys. After 5 concussions over how many seasons? It's time, man. Your health is not worth it, brother. The NFL was not done with him. They will find a place for him somewhere, whether it be, as a commentator or whatever. But without Tua, who do they got?
Yeah, we're going to Skylar Thompson. They are looking into who the fuck did I say the other day? Kaepernick.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but you lose fucking fans at that point. But they do have Skylar Thompson. He looked like absolute dog shit when he went in that game. He was 8 for 14, 80 yards, 0 touchdowns. They pulled the starters at that point. Hill and Waddle weren't in, so he hasn't really had a good look with the first string offense. To note, I did hear today there's a very good chance that Kenneth Walker is going to be out. They're going to sit him with that oblique tear. Very good chance he does not play. Mostert is questionable. Shane is fine. He was fine the whole fucking time. Lockett questionable with the thigh. The ground game for Miami is tough. You're looking at quarterbacks here. I don't know if I trust Skylar Thompson more. Geno Smith, who has 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The backup running back for Seattle is it Zach Charbonnet? I believe it's Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah, I think so. The Michigan boy.
Yeah. I'm fairly confident they're gonna rest Walker. They're not gonna push this, so they're gonna lean on Charbonnet, which gets out of the ground game. That puts a lot of throwing for Geno Smith, who does like to throw it to the other team, but Skylar Thompson doesn't like to throw the football. Jackson Smith, Ninjigba, Metcalf, Lockett, Noah Fant. Where's this game at? It's in Miami, isn't it? What's in Seattle? 6th man, the 11th man, the 12th man. Give me the Dolphins in an upset here, man. I think Skylar Thompson's he's not that bad. That he just he needed a week to actually play with the big boys. Give me the Dolphins here behind Ashan, Tyreek Hill, a lot of end arounds, Waddle. It's a low scoring game. They're saying 41. Vegas is saying a 5-point favorite to the Seahawks. I'm taking Dolphins straight up.
Oof. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I gotta go Seattle. They're gonna think the Legion of Boom's back without Tua. You know, I gotta go Seahawks on this one.
This is tough.
I honestly think that they're Geno Smith is still. I still think he's got some life left in him.
I'll say Mostert plays. I'll say Ashan plays. I say Hill. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a slow game. I think we're running. I think we're pulling trickery. I think there's a lot of eye candy going on in the offenses, especially down there with Mike McDaniels and the Dolphins. Yeah, Dolphins.
Quick.
Finkel is Einhorn. Laces out, Dan. Fins up, baby. There's not going to be no 12-man in Seattle this week. We're going to get a new rock star in the league in Skylar Thompson. Let's be honest, Tua has been mediocre his whole career. The only thing he's done successfully is get injured.
I like
It's
it. Yeah.
Skylar time. He's got weapons for days from H.N., Mostert, Hill, Waddle, Jonnu Smith. It's Skylar's going to look like a rock star out there, and they're going to light Seattle up.
Well, here's the other thing that I heard today, and I didn't know this, but Snoop Huntley, Tyler Huntley from Baltimore, he's on the Miami roster. I think he's a better
QB2
quarterback
right
than Skylar Thompson. So I would love to see Snoop Huntley
Get in there, dude, because I have a lot of respect for him as a quarterback. I did it when he was at Baltimore. I think he's got starter potential. So yeah, I'm definitely taking Miami. I'd like to see Snoop Huntley get in there and win this game.
1 Seattle, 2 Miami.
Seattle.
Good game.
2 for Seattle.
And Katie is taking Seattle.
Tiebreaker.
Laces out, Dan.
Laces out.
Laces out.
Laces out, Dan. You son of a bitch.
I'm looking for Ray Finkel.
Yeah, you're right, Finkel, on the money line.
What do we got?
Next is Baltimore and Dallas.
This one's crazy. I don't understand.
Can we just drop where they play? Where they playing at?
Yeah, that was gonna be my first question.
They're in Big D.
Dallas.
Can we just drop a nuke on Dallas and call all of us winners?
Yeah, they're in Jerry World. 1 point favorite. Bucks again saying this is a fucking toss up. They're saying a lot of points. They're saying about 7 touchdowns are scored in this. Dallas needs a win. Baltimore is desperate for a win. Desperate. Sitting 0-2 there with you fucks in the South, man. They need one in the win column. You got Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott, Derrick Henry. He's running the ball high clip to 2 tutties. Zeke's back in the Big D because you guys shipped Pollard off for no fucking reason. Franchise the man and shipped them off. Zay Flowers, CeeDee Lamb. Injuries, of course. CeeDee Lamb midweek, questionable with the ankle. He'll play.
He's been questionable all season.
Yeah, they'll keep him that way. Trayvon Diggs, that's a notable one. Questionable with a foot at cornerback. Weapons. I love the tight ends for Baltimore. I love the running back room. I love Lamar Jackson. I think he's a way better quarterback than Dak Prescott, who's way overpaid. I'm taking the Ravens to go into Baltimore. Taking the Ravens to go into Dallas and put a beat down.
I think Lamar has a fucking heyday. Give me the Ravens.
I think Ravens are due a win. Do I think it's going to be closer? A close game? I really do.
The books have it at 1 point. It's literally a coin
I
flip.
agree with that. Dak Prescott is another one of those that his entire career has been hit and miss. Zeke Elliott's not doing too bad, but
There's no Derrick Henry.
the fact of the matter is, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson have been they've been a handful for everybody so far.
And I do love Justice Hill for Baltimore. He catches a lot out of the backfield. I think Dallas relies a lot on their defense, and another product of Penn State, Michael Parsons coming off the edge.
I'm going to say it's going to be 1-2 for the Ratbirds.
Baltimore's in the win column.
They finally put one in. Lick. This is a fun one because it's another AFC North.
You know, I don't like either one of the teams. I really hate Baltimore. I despise Baltimore with a passion.
Well, that's because you
But-
have the Cleveland jersey on.
Yeah, if I ever get the chance, not that I don't know why I would ever go to that disgusting fucking dumpster fire of a city, Baltimore. But if I ever do, I will make it a mission to piss on Art Modell's grave. But nonetheless, Dallas got thoroughly embarrassed last week. Baltimore's, I don't know what's going on with Baltimore. Dallas, I'm gonna give it the upper hand, man. Dallas has got a bigger D, and when I say D, I mean defense. They got a bigger, stronger defense. They're gonna have Lamar running for his life. You know what happens when Lamar runs for his life? He plays like ass. And I'll give it to Dallas by a touchdown. And
I
the
wouldn't be
Ravens
surprised.
overrated. And the Ravens overrated.
By a touchdown.
Go to 0-3. Go to 0-3. And
I
I
am-
love it.
I am also going to go with Dallas.
What was that?
That's my
Everybody
daughter.
okay?
My daughter's sitting in the living room. She's a damn Dallas fan. So I got a Dallas fan sitting here beside me.
Ugh, you should have put her up for adoption.
But
What you been saying about my team, y'all?
I mean, they're atrocious.
I mean,
He said 5 fucking touchdowns.
no, he said 1.
Doug Glick said
He thought you said 5 touchdowns for Dallas.
17 touchdowns, Steven.
and then Katie's also taking Dallas.
No.
No one
Oh.
said Baltimore.
Dak
Oh,
is
yeah.
on my bench in fantasy. I have
So
I have
it's-
Jalen
I-
Hurts and
Never
Take that back.
Lamar
I'm
Jackson
taking
as my quarterback.
Baltimore.
and Jackson is in.
Whoa. Make sure you put down he is taking Baltimore.
I know. I misspoke because she said she was in fear that she'd get beat up if she didn't take Dallas. But
I do like Luke
I guess
Scusi
he-
to get
I
a
don't
touchdown on
think-
that one.
They don't have it all together right now. They're not communicating. They're not backing each other up.
I agree with that. As a Dallas fan, they are not communicating.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Some people you just can't reach. All right. So we're pretty divided on that one. I think it's going to be a good game. What do we got, Steve?
Detroit and Arizona.
Ooh.
425 out there in the desert. 1-1, second in the north, second in the west. Golf, Murray, both playing at a high level, especially Kyler. Gibbs, your leading rusher for Detroit. He's got a tutty. He's averaging 5 on the ground. James Conner, Pittsburgh should never let that motherfucker go.
I said that too.
He's averaging 4.6 on the ground, 2 tutties. He's doing the Lord's work. Amon Ross St. Brown, congratulations, fantasy owners. He only has 2 drops this year, 0 tutties, so he's killing you.
And then Marvin Harrison Jr. last week with a breakout week, 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Kyler Murray actually started throwing to the motherfucker. 5 receptions on targets, 2 drops, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's averaging 27 yards a catch. That's insane. Injury notes: Alex Anzalone on the defense. Yeah, linebacker, questionable concussion. He might not play. Elijah Jones, nobody gives a fuck. Kelvin Beachum, nobody gives a fuck. Terry Arnold, cornerback for Detroit. He does play. He spells in sometimes, especially on the second downs. Cardinals are a dog, man. At home, Detroit, their defense. Dan Campbell laying 3 points. High fucking total, 51. This might be the highest of the week. 51. I'll definitely say fucking under. I'm taking Detroit.
Detroit, I think Hutchinson's going to put too much pressure on Kyler. Kyler's going to do what Kyler Murray has done since the start of his career. He's going to implode. Not going to be a solid game for Arizona this time. Give me Detroit. And I'm going to actually you're going to like this one. I'm going to say by 10. I think Detroit comes in there and really puts the pressure on them.
I'm going to take Arizona.
Is it because of James Conner?
App State didn't get on the board with Teddy.
That and I think Marvin Harrison's going to have another big game.
Yeah.
Glick.
Against that defense?
Oh, yeah. Hutchinson. Ooh. Always dangerous.
Man.
Especially if he puts the if he puts the pressure on Kyler.
Zay Jones is still under suspension in Arizona. Your receivers out there in zona, man. Other than Harrison, you got Dortch.
What's your gut saying, Glick?
Who the fuck are these guys?
Oh, I'm a golf guy, Jared Goff guy. I love their coach up there in Detroit. Man, I'm going with Detroit Rock City all day long. Eminem's a fan. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I think Detroit fucking put some molly whooping on them.
We got 3-1 so far.
I think last week was an absolute fluke for Arizona.
Katie's going to go with her husband, and she's going with Arizona.
I said Arizona before he did, just so you know.
Oh, she don't want to put him out there in lone wolf territory.
Yeah.
Only the brave, only the true
I'm
brave
used to it.
the lone wolf territory.
Yeah, I think
I'm used to it.
Whoops, my ass.
I can't wait to see these scores. What do we got, Steve-O?
San Francisco and the Rams.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Can we say across
Well,
the
I'm
board?
gonna go
on
ahead.
this one?
I'm going to go ahead. I was going to say, if I was a bet man, I was going to say I think we're all going to go San Francisco. The Rams are unfortunately ate up with injuries. The injury bug has got the Rams hard this year.
First, then
as
tough.
much as I love Stafford, there's just nobody out there, man. Puka Nuka's out. Puka Nuka, whatever is out. Cup is out. And the 49ers are reeling after last week, man. They got absolutely embarrassed by Minnesota. That means them boys are going to be angry. They're going to put some points on the board.
Yeah, I'm with Glick. It is definitely across the board. You might as well go ahead and just call.
It's not.
It's not
across the board because you got Nick Bosa questionable with ribs, Charvarius Ward questionable with a hamstring, George Kittle questionable with a hamstring, Deebo Samuel doubtful. He's not playing. McCaffrey is officially on the IR.
Yeah, McCaffrey's out.
He got shot in the chest. He's not playing right now. Elijah Mitchell, he's out. Drake Greenlaw, he has been put on the pup. The 49ers aren't in great injury shape either. You have Cooper Kupp, who's doubtful. Doubtful is not questionable. Doubtful means he might play.
Yeah, but the Rams, even before the injuries, the Rams have looked atrocious this season.
they have.
I don't think they have any defense.
San
the
Fran
Rams.
defense is just too strong.
Higby, I didn't even know he was fucking-
With Stafford having no weapons to throw to,
What matters is Bosa's healthy. But I
Mason,
remember. Go ahead.
Mason has filled in for Christian McCaffrey. He's looked good out there, so their run game is not really missing a beat. If Kittle's out, if Samuel's out, then guess who's going to have a big day? Somebody who just got a big old fat paycheck.
And then you got
That's what's
Ayuk. But I do remember last
That's what I'm
year,
talking about.
San Francisco went on a little slide last year, if you remember. They lost 3 in a
Yeah,
row.
we beat 'em.
Everybody was like all up in arms, and it was because
We were one of
McCaffrey
those
was
three.
out. And McCaffrey was out. Like I feel like McCaffrey is Brock Purdy's safety blanket. He's his check down.
and when McCaffrey's not in there, Brock Purdy, he looks a little shook. He looks like someone who he needs McCaffrey. He needs that guy, dude. I'm taking the Rams.
I was getting ready to say, I hear Howe coming.
I'm taking the Rams here. In,
Yeah, I was
in,
gonna say.
in LA, I'm taking the Rams. No, actually, is it in LA or is it fucking Vegas now? They're playing Vegas?
No, I think they're still
the
alive.
Rams are in LA.
They're still in LA? Yeah, I'm
The
taking the
Raiders
Rams.
are
here.
Vegas.
I'm taking the Rams.
I think the 49ers are reeling without Debo, and all you got now is Ayuk and with Kittle potentially out.
I'm still taking San Fran.
We got a wolf in the hen house.
What's next?
Kansas City and Atlanta.
Yo, fuck Atlanta. Kansas City. Actually, I did put some thought into this one.
Oh yeah.
Not the axe cave.
This is the primetime game on Sunday night, so it is in Atlanta.
They're playing the
What
Kansas
fuck
City
happened to
referees.
Travis Kelce? Anybody want to tell me what happened to Travis Kelce?
2 words: Taylor Swift.
Dude, seriously, like
There should be a third word in the middle there.
Dude, his numbers are atrocious.
Taylor
4 receptions.
Cutface Swift.
That's 4.
4 receptions. He's
Only been targeted 7 times. He has 1 drop ski.
he only has
39 yards on the season.
All right, let's just call a spade here. Kansas City is an absolute trash football team. They're garbage. Patrick Mahomes is overrated as all fucking get out. They have no wide receivers. Their one saving grace at running back has pulled his vagina muscle, and Travis Kelce is worried about his girlfriend. Yeah, and Travis Kelce is worried about his girlfriend and making that garage beer money, and he's not playing up to potential. And the only reason they're winning games is because they have the referees in their back pocket. They have not won a straight up game in the last 3 seasons.
it's all fourth quarter fucking, and there's a flag. But wait, there's a flag.
So yeah, Kansas City is an absolute dumpster fire of a football team, in my opinion. But you know who's going to win?
Without Pacheco, it's in Atlanta. All right, and Vegas is only giving Kansas City 3 points on this. They're saying it's within a Harrison Butker field goal again. Mahomes, Cousins, Bijan Robinson, Carson Steele, now your leading running back. They just pulled what's his nuts up to the practice squad. What's his name?
Good old
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem
Hunt.
Hunt. He's out there, so they're desperate at back.
They do have some youth out there at the wide receiver position. God damn you, Atlanta. Pacheco, Edwards-Hilaire's out, Nate Landman, Smith Williams.
I'm going to say it.
Falcons aren't that banged up.
I'm going to say it flat out. I see an upset in the making. Go Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons here. I think Kansas City's had it too nice. I think they get home on Mahomes. This is their Super Bowl.
They didn't look absolutely atrocious against the Steelers.
I'll take Drake London. I'll take Bijan. Yeah, give me the Falcons.
They
Sure.
grounded out against a healthier Philadelphia team. all jokes aside, I think Cousins is actually starting to find his groove again. I don't think he is 100% yet. They've got better weapons. I see an upset in the making.
Like Glick said, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta.
Yeah, Kansas City doesn't have the weapons that the Falcons do. Cousins has a good game and he doesn't turn the ball over. I think the Falcons.
That being said, Andy Reid is an awesome coach, and he's his playmaking, his play calling. That's what's going to be the difference maker.
Go eat another cheeseburger, Andy Reid.
Actually, explain it again with those nuggies.
Yeah, give me the Falcons.
I'm still taking Kansas City. I think Rashid Rice is gonna have a big game.
So we're pretty divided on that one. I like that.
I'm taking the Falcons, man. Give me Kirk Cousins all day, every day. He was rusty in week 1. He hadn't played for almost a year. He's still not 100%, but he's still Kirk Cousins. And with your referees in your back pockets, you're going to need more than that when the Atlanta Falcons come to smack the shit out of you.
And how good did Bijan Robinson look?
And he's been looking good for the last couple of years.
Yeah, agreed.
What is our Monday night? You said that was the primetime game?
Yep,
There's actually 2 Monday night games this week.
Oh,
that is correct.
Yeah, there is.
What do we got?
We got a 7:30 and an 8:15.
Jacksonville and Buffalo.
I'm going to call this one out first. I said from the get-go that 2 of my sleeper teams were going to be Jacksonville and Miami. And both have been less than stellar. I don't know what is going on with Etienne and Lawrence. When it comes to that game, I'm sorry, Buffalo's still way too strong. They need to get their shit together down there in Baltimore. They're just none of them are firing on the same. It's Buffalo.
How good does Cook look too? Cook is cooking. 3 tutties last week.
Buffalo or Jacksonville?
Game is in Buffalo. It's not winter. It don't fucking matter.
Oh, it's Orchard. Either way, it's Orchard Park. I mean,
they're playing in Buffalo.
I'm saying Buffalo. I say Buffalo easily.
I'm going with Buffalo, and so's Katie.
Lick.
Who you got, Steven? Steve, who you got?
Why do I have another feeling this is a lone wolfer?
He's got Bixby might be back. I think that's kind of big. Bernard, he's still out for the Buffalo defense. Other than that, man, Jacksonville looks pretty healthy. Buffalo does have a little bit of a list. Matt Milano, unfortunately, is still out. I think that's killing the Buffalo defense. You put Matt Milano in there, I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking the Jags on the road here. They need a win bad. They're 0-2. Bills are 2-0. At home, I'm going to take the Monday night upset at 7:30 in Buffalo. I'm going to take the Jags. They need to get right. This is where they do it. Christian Kirk, he's going to have a day.
Got to go with my gut, and I got to agree with Steve. Christian Kirk, ETN, Sunshine, a.k.a. Trevor Lawrence. The boys are going to get it together. They're going to surprise Buffalo. They're going to shock Buffalo in Buffalo. After the beatdown Buffalo just put on Miami, they're getting a little too cocky. And I'm going to go Jacksonville over Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jags.
Oh. I tell you what, I mean, we're all pretty – everybody's got, I like it.
And then the last game, the Commanders and the Cincinnati Bengals.
So you got Jalen Daniels, who's looking amazing. He's looking amazing as a rookie, dude. He might get Rookie of the Year the way he's playing ball right now. Good for him, come from a shitbag Commanders team. And you got fucking Eminem pair Joe Burrow.
That's vanilla shady to you, buddy.
Vanilla Shady, V Shady. Brian Robinson, he's been doing the Lord's work out there in Washington. 29 carries, 173 yards, averaging about 6 on the ground. Bengals, you got Zach Moss because we still got injuries on the Bengals side. 21 carries, 78 yards. He's averaging 3 on the ground. The offensive line is not pulling their weight. You got Terry McLaurin, leading receiver for the Skins. 0 drops, 12 targets, 8 catches. He's catching at a high clip. He's catching everything. You got Jamar Chase. All right, motherfucker has not found the end zone yet, but he has been targeted 11 times, and he has caught 10 of them with 0 drops. So you should probably throw it to him. I know that they do have some discontention up there, but I think they need to win fucking football games to get paychecks. Gesicki for Cleveland is questionable on his calf. Von Bell questionable with the back. Quan Martin, Glennon Farrell, nobody really gives a fuck about. Injuries, man, it's pretty clean. I think they've both kept it pretty good. T. Higgins, that is a big one. He's questionable on the hamstring. Tanner Hudson with the knee, questionable again. Everybody's fucking questionable. They're fucking playing. Yeah, they're pretty 2 healthy sides going into Washington. I just don't think Washington is Cincinnati. I'm taking the Bungles. They need to win better than fuck.
I'm going to say AFC North, clean sweep in the division. Everybody gets a win. I'm going to say Joe Burrows comes out there and he has a day. I can't go against the Bengals on this one.
Vegas is giving them a tutty. And it's a high total, 48. So there will be points.
Washington.
Yeah, this is a given for them. Everybody gets a win.
I think Bengals go out there and they hang some points.
Quick. Painful to say.
Yeah.
Washington.
The Washington Redskins football team commanders, whatever they're calling themselves this year. I'm sorry, but the love child of Vanilla Ice and Slim Shady is coming out to play. They looked a little suspect in week 1. They looked a little rusty as a team with all the offseason shenanigans that was going on. But they looked really good last week against Kansas. Again, the refs came into play, and that cost them that game. So I think Joey B or Vanilla Shady, whatever you want to call him, is going to have himself a big day. Jamar Chase is finally going to have a breakaway game, and the Bengals, they're going to beat the Commanders. I'm going to give them 2.5 touchdowns. We're going to say 17 points.
I agree, dude. I think it's going to be a beatdown. I think the Bengals, they're not going to risk losing this. They're going to win, and they're going to win in fashion.
We seen last week. They're starting to click. They're starting to mesh. And I don't think Washington can quite keep up with them. Once if they're gelling and they're firing on all cylinders, it's going to be a wrap before Washington even knows what happened.
It is 14-3 Jets at halftime.
I'm going with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Is it across the boards and Cincinnati takes this one? I guess so.
Yep.
So, Steve, for my collection, what do we have for unanimous choices?
Unanimous. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. I got to go through all this. It's going to take me a little bit, but Tampa Bay. Here, Tampa Bay was one. Las Vegas was 2. Let's see.
Long time. We're calling it artificial intelligence.
Let's see. Cleveland. I think all of us took Cleveland. So there's 3. No. No.
So I got the Bucks,
Um,
Cleveland.
Cincinnati. I think that's it. Actually,
So on that note,
All right.
I don't think there needs to be a last shot. This is a different
Yeah.
monster for the night.
For the betting man, those 4 unanimities would double your money if we were all correct.
You could show that bad boy all day long. You know it's going to look really good hanging right here at the end of the day.
Ain't gonna happen, sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
Never ever. You guys aren't on my level, man.
There ain't no sunshine in this song, Slick.
You ain't on my level.
No, I'm probably about a foot taller than you.
I'm too.
I don't think you. Well, Steven's taller than me, but I don't think you are.
I'm pretty
Definitely,
sure. I am.
definitely not by a foot. That would make you over 7 feet tall.
So
Steve's
on
a
that
foot,
note,
Steve's a foot taller than me. I'm only 5'8".
yeah, I'm out there, man.
Katrina's going to stay out of this one.
She's 5'2.5".
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're like a fucking hobbit.
Is it hard to find clothes outside of the Shire?
I used to be 5'4". Then I married
man.
him.
Those are great picks, man. I do have South Alabama up 34-7 right now. This is an absolute fucking fantastic game.
So
If you like points, Jets 14-3. Our picks are in for the week, man. We'll see who does the best come Sunday, man. We'll go back over the results.
yes, sir.
Yep. I'll
Here's
have
this. Cheers.
I'll have them. I'll have
Real
them totaled
quick.
up. I'll have them totaled up for at least before the 2 Sunday night games, and then they've got the 2 Sunday night or a Sunday night game, then the 2 Mondays. So
Yeah, we'll get back into the results on Sunday. So if we have a tiebreaker, we'll really be interested in what happens on Monday with the 2 games.
So on that note, we'll do our quick shout out. If you're in the Mercer County or surrounding county areas and you have a diesel need, make sure you check out Steve's Diesel Shop. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, just about all your social medias. The number is 724-269-0477. Again, you'll get the sweetest girl in the world answering the phone, and she will put you on with somebody that will answer all your questions involving diesel. Steve's Diesel Shop. Click. Appreciate you, brother. This was fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Make
I
sure.
wasn't planning on doing anything tonight, but
Hey, what else were you gonna do? Make sure
I'm just gonna enjoy my night off.
Rick's been joining us from the Nonsensical Network. This man has actually stepped up a lot to help us out.
Yeah, make sure you check them out over there.
Oh, dude, you got your Men Caring for Men Monday. Tuesday's your House of Music, if I'm not mistaken. Wednesday is What the Fuck Wednesday. If you see something on the news that makes you say what the fuck, these guys will make you laugh. What's Thursday night?
Every other Thursday night is Cash's Corner. That's my son and I. We do a wrestling show. We talk wrestling.
Yes.
Wrestling.
And then
All
Friday
things
night,
WWE.
no AEW.
Nah, he's not a big fan of AEW. He likes the WWE. So Friday night right now is under construction, but it was Whose Argument Is It Anyways. Blaze is still trying to figure out what exactly they're doing. They do have a new show they're going to try out. I'm not going to put the name out there or what the show is about. I'll leave that up to the guys. But they do have something they're going to try different this week. Tune in tomorrow night. I don't know what time it's pre-recorded, but it'll go up live, if that makes sense. But I think if you're into that kind of thing, you'll enjoy it. It'll be a pretty cool show. But I don't want to speak on what it is. So I haven't been given. I'm the boss around the network, but I haven't been given the okay to talk. I didn't even know they were doing it until they did it.
And then, of course, we got the ever famous Saturday night is just wild and out.
Yeah.
Open door
Nonsense,
challenge,
nonsense.
which we've actually been a part of that.
That shit is a blast.
It is fun. You just basically you get on there, you click on the link, and
You got motherfuckers from Ireland, Brazil,
Scotland.
He's got the world on there, man.
Mexico.
It's good, man. You get a lot of opinions.
Yeah.
You get a lot of insight.
Say that.
Yeah, we've had people from all over the world on there. It's Saturday nights are fun. We get crazy on Saturday nights. And we have a new show on Sundays. It's the football show. Unnecessary Roughness. It's our kickoff to kickoff, where basically we do the same thing. We do our picks, we do our predictions, we talk a little shit, we talk a lot of football, and then also on Sundays is Jeff's Garage. I think, I don't know. Again, another show that's up in the air. I don't know what's going on with that show, but Jeff's Garage. If you're into cars, you'll like Jeff's Garage.
I joined in last Sunday on their necessary or unnecessary roughness, dude. It's such a good time. So
Yeah,
I might have
we
to try
actually Mondays, Sundays, and Saturdays we have an open panel. So we drop the link for the men's mental health show, for the open door challenge on Saturday, and then we do an open panel on Sundays as well for anybody who wants to come up and talk football. And anybody who comes up and makes picks with us, we're going to keep track of a running Chatters box tally. So, the people who make picks from the Chatters box, I didn't do that last week. I need to start doing that this week and see how the Chatters box holds up against the experts.
So on our
Because that's
end,
what
we are Tuesday night. We're touring with an idea of maybe doing a movie night. Where I sit down and I'll talk about what movie I've gone to see. Just something along those lines. I'm a movie buff. Everybody knows that. Wednesday nights are open forum. We leave it open to whoever wants to join us. Tonight was the inaugural Thirsty Thursday sports night. Hopefully we can have Glick back on here, but you'll definitely have us. Other than that, and then our Sunday night, we usually kind of leave it open forum. We're still getting there. It'll be a little more structured. But on that note, I think we, Steve would say, we've done the Lord's work tonight. Glick, brother, we appreciate you coming on here, man. This was fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I'll pop in when I can on Thursday nights. If I can, I'll at least get my picks into the chat for you.
Yeah, if the Eagles fucking lose this week, fuck you guys.
if your chat's
so
working,
bad, I need to win so bad.
if your chat's working,
South Alabama just scored again. It's
Okay,
41.
we get it. South Alabama's going to win. We get it. Okay, we get it.
They're killing them. It's like 35-7.
41.
Bets are up. Yeah.
So on that note, guys, make sure you check out the Nonsensical Network. Obviously, they've got a bunch of stuff. We do a lot of collabing with them. Whenever we can, we do collab with these guys. Make sure you check them out. They're on Instagram, Twitter, all those fun. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Hey, guys, this was fun tonight. We have hit that mark, though. I don't think we need to do last shots on a sports show.
Yeah, no. Good luck with your teams this week, man. Good luck with your teams. Go Eagles.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. Let's hear it.
Steelers Eagles suck.
But I will say this, we don't have a catchy catch line for the sports show yet, but as we always say, what people do here on our shows are always our opinion. But Steve,
it just might be the alcohol.
You guys have a good night.
All right. Later.